up, everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. We're coming at you with a super spicy episode 285, and we're recording on June 10th, 2024. I'm Doug, and joining me today, we got Warren.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Anita.
Hello.
As a quick reminder, check out SojuTalk on your favorite podcast platform. Sub to us on YouTube and join the SojuTalk Discord and be a part of the nation. No big announcements, but in the after hour segment, hopefully we'll get to the Doug Fashion World Cup this week. Not like last week
This
we
time
got sidetracked with all the mid-jin stuff.
Mid-jin!
Per usual. But just so you know, there's like 3 more lawsuits we got to talk about this week in the news section.
Oh boy.
This week, like, I'm gonna be honest, y'all, it's been a drag, this news section. Like, you know, it's been sometimes when you have to do a project for school, and you're just like, what the F, right? Like, you're like, I just want to talk about happy things. But no, we got a bunch of lawsuits and people being angry, so that's what we're going to talk about in the news. In terms of the music, though, we have some interesting groups. We got Badvillian debut with Badvillian. This one technically came out in last week's schedule for us, but its B-side got 3rd place in the voting, so we're like, we should just cover the A-side. I don't know why we would cover the B-side, so we decided to do that. We have To Us with Hey Hey, which is a pre-release. And then we have Everglow with Zombie. But let's start at the top. Badvillian's debut with Badvillian. They are from Big Planet Made. Big Planet Made is kind of a company that's been making some moves lately. They have VVZ, Taemin, Imujin, Haseung-un, Ren from New West, Isungi are all under Big Planet Made.
Wow. That's a solid lineup, yeah.
They are making some moves right now, and they're associated, one of their co-founders is MC Mong. Oh, the controversial MC Mong. So he's associated with this group.
Are we gonna talk about that today? Is this foreshadowing?
MC Mong is gonna be foreshadowed because we're gonna talk about him involved in a lawsuit later. So that is happening there. But we are right now just gonna talk about the debut of their new girl group. Let's talk about this Badvillian thing. It got very classical music throughout the entire thing.
Yeah, I guess.
So there's something about it.
There's
my overarching feeling about this song was that the instrumental of the classical music was like too loud.
Okay.
It just felt very overpowering. I don't know. It was to the point where I thought I had classical music playing in a different tab on Google Chrome. At the beginning, where I like pressed the space bar, I paused, and I'm like, nope, I guess that's just what the song sounds like. I mean, because it was just so loud. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, that also communicates to me that also sounds like those two sounds didn't really fit well together. The classical orchestra sound.
Once I listened to it a couple times, I was like, okay, I get it now. But on the first listen, I was just like, oh, we doing this? Okay.
Yeah.
I will admit it is a sound that is very familiar in multiple different venues. Both K-pop, outside of K-pop. It's a very, I don't know, almost a very sterile sounding orchestra. It doesn't sound like a sample. It sounds like a virtual instrument. It's playing in the background. Bum 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 bum. That's the whole arpeggio. It plays throughout the entire song. Sometimes it'll be a piano. Sometimes it'll be a full orchestra. Sometimes it'll be like just the lower end of the orchestra. And I mean it's all right. It's one way to do it. You know, like it's not my preferred method per se, but I think the elephant in the room. There's a big elephant here in this room right now. This virtual room between the 3 of us. That this sounds a lot like a specific group or a song written by a certain man. You know?
Oh wait. Go ahead.
Do you? No elephant. Not mammoth. No.
All right.
Does it have a Y in it?
Let's just rip the Band-Aid off, guys. This is the most Blackpink sounding song we've had since Blackpink decided to not do the group thing.
Does that?
I don't disagree.
Does that include Baby Monster or not?
I would say that Badvillian is following the YG Blackpink formula more than Baby Monster has so far.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Because this song had a lot of the things, because you know Blackpink at a certain point did the sea shanty song, which had also like a
when we pull up, you know, it's a shutdown.
Yeah, shutdown. They did one. This one reminds me of that, and then this one has the traditional YG dance break at the end.
It does.
You know, there's a lot of elements that reminded me of YG. And even on our Discord, a lot of people were talking about this. They're like, it's basically just a YG track, right? But to be fair, it fits the kids they got. I think this concept.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, the only person I kind of was familiar with, right, before this debut was Emma, right? So she is a dancer formerly of the 1 Million Crew.
Oh wow.
On Street Woman Fighter, the first season. And that's my first introduction to her, like as a dancer. She's been a dancer for other K-pop acts in the past too. I think she did like after Street Woman Fighter, she was also performing with Hyuna and Dawn, I think, at some point.
Key as well.
Oh, Key. So she gained some popularity. I didn't know that she was going to be in this until like a couple weeks ago.
I dropped it on you like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So it's very interesting. This I think this concept fits her in a way, I would say. Like it's not too much of a stretch for me to see this or see her doing this kind of concept. And I think all of the other members also pulled it off pretty well. My concern was that since I knew Emma as a dancer, that it was going to be a little... I didn't know how the skill level was going to fit. Like if she's going to be like main dancer, like center all the time and it's going to stand out, or if it's going to be more even. I think to my surprise, it wasn't a huge difference in skill, I would say. I think they knew how to do the formations and choreography where it didn't look off, or it didn't look off at all to me, at least in the shots that we got. But I don't know, I think it fits. I can see them doing this. I also saw the Baditude, the B-side, which is also kind of a similar vibe. Not as dark, but I see the image, the vision they're going for.
I think I see the vision they're going for. It's just not a vision I'm sold on at the moment. I think that's the big outstanding issue, because at the end of the day, for me, I'm gonna approach it from the sound dimension, right? Because I think maybe I agree with you on the visual end of things. Sound wise, if they want to pull off this concept, they gotta be better. Like rapping, singing wise, there's a couple rappers here. Their tones. Doug mentioned before the show that they sound like a specific. Can I say?
I said one of the rappers sounds like she's trying to be Harvey from XG.
It's the intonation. It's
the intonation.
Yeah.
There's also
the delivery.
There's also a Korean underground rapper at the moment called Rosie Barbie, who has a similar voice tone, except she's a lot brattier, if that makes any sense. If you have, if you go watch, okay, have you guys seen that TikTok meme? Like, this is Kim Lip now, like Kim Lip, like hood, Kim Lip, you know what I mean? Like, have you seen that TikTok, guys?
Nope.
I don't know if I have.
No? Okay. There's a rapper called Chio Chicano, and she kinda looked like Kim Lip, and she was doing a dingo freestyle with Chio Chicano, Rosie Barbie, Sky Min-hyuk, and that's the kind of vibe we're going for. And the reason I'm bringing all this up is because they know what they're going for in terms of concept, and they're trying their best to sell it, both visually, sound wise, and they still got memed all over the fucking internet. You know what I mean? Like they got fucking shat on. We're gonna need a little more, is what I'm saying personally, because sound wise, I am just not convinced. I'm hearing teenagers who sound like they, want to do what Blackpink used to do, and maybe that's fine. Maybe that's the kind of audience that they're going after. But after having seen the backlash for Baby Monsters in the community, now I'm inclined to believe, I'm not sure if that audience is gonna be, if we can translate that over from Blackpink to the newer generation of audiences. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm concerned about. Sound wise, I'm not super sold. I'm not super persuaded.
I thought it was okay sound wise. I would say a lot of their pre-release stuff, they had a couple performance videos were very dance heavy, and I'm like, oh, good. You got Emma, you could dance. It's great, right? This music video, right when the chorus starts, they show a little bit of choreo, then they just go to more like solo shots. And I'm like, you should have I wish they showed me the whole chorus choreo, because I bet you it was good. Some other things I also noticed, if you go onto the music video itself, the first hashtag on the top line, you could put 3 hashtags. It's Emma, Badvillian in Korean.
Interesting.
Those are the hashtags for this song. And then everyone else is kind of on the bottom. They redo all the hashtags again, but the 3 top line, it's Emma, Badvillian.
I mean, I get it. I didn't think they pushed her as much in some of the teasers and like the pre-release stuff. In the music video also, I didn't think it was as Emma centered.
No,
in the
no.
performance itself, though, when I watched like the live stages, she is pretty much in the center more than half of the time, I would say. So, I mean, I get it. She is one of the more well-known.
I'm gonna make one more observation. You could take from this observation what you want.
Mm-hmm.
This music video has the same amount of views as Espa Armageddon right now.
Oh,
interesting.
40 million. They both have 40 million.
That's a good number. 40 million.
I feel like one of these groups is a lot bigger than the other.
I'm not gonna comment, sir. I like being not canceled online. I'm not.
It might have to do with the way that if they're buying ads, you know how that could work.
That might be what.
Because sometimes they factor it in. But like, I was just like checking in. I was like, I wonder how many. I was like 40 million. That's a ton of views for a rookie group, right? I was like, holy shit. And then I was like, I wonder how much this Armageddon track has. Literally 40 million as well. They're within 100K of each other at the time of this recording.
Kind of going back to the point about Emma, right? Like, so I'm coming with zero knowledge about who Emma is. I'm coming with zero knowledge about anybody here or what Big Planet Made wants to do as a production team. Personally, I did notice one person, and I'm coming to the conclusion that one person is probably Emma, and I understand the reasoning behind putting her on the forefront a little bit, because she is really talented, and you always need a center to kind of ground everybody towards the center of the group and the song and the release. So, I don't think it's particularly like favoritism per se, but more so like they wanted to. They were definitely using her as an anchor for the rest of the team to kind of work off of.
I think it's one thing. Oh, keep going.
Yeah, and that's where I'm concerned. I think it works for Emma. These other kids, there's like 6 more of them. I don't know if it works best for them. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's one thing making her one of the focal points of your group because every group has focal points. You know, like we see a lot of Wonyoung and Yujin and IVE, that type of thing.
You always need a center.
I think it's another thing to put her as the first hashtag off of the top 3 ones that are visible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on that. Yeah,
that's a little.
I think that's a little much.
That's strong.
Right?
Yes.
This is kind of strong. Overall, for me, I've listened to this track a bunch at this point. It's okay.
It's catchy, I would say.
I think that Big Planet Made is, they've signed all these artists at their company now. They have VVZ. I'm happy that Badvillian went a completely different direction than VVZ's is, because I don't like when there's too much overlap in the group. So they got that down. I think that they need in their title tracks specifically, I hope that they really focus more on the performance aspect, because that's what I think that this group should be based on. And that's what this group was based on in the pre-release stuff. But then with this actual title track music video, it was more just like, generic K-pop music video, right? I think they could have really wowed us a lot more by showing the full chorus choreo. Something like that.
That's fair. What's your rating?
It's tingly. It's not terrible. Look, it's the worst thing ever.
Yeah, I would say tingly. I also wanted to mention that I know we reference like Blackpink YG sound, right? But to me, this melody too also reminded me of like older school K-pop, like 90s. Like I feel like it had the melody. Some of the phrasing of it was very similar to that Turbo song.
Which one?
Do you guys know Black Cat Nero? Which is actually a cover song of an Italian song, but I listened to it.
Nero.
Yes, that one. If you listen to some of the instrumentation, it's really interesting because it does have a classical sound too. But anyway, it's an interesting song. It's not. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite type of sound, but I'm interested to see where they go in like a comeback or like for future performances, because they're good performers, I would say, so far. So we'll see.
I think to me it's clear that the focus of the song and the release and this group in general is not in the music, and I think the music is just always what grounds the releases together. And that's where I probably won't be returning to the song. I typically like releases that have a good amount of attention to detail, a lot of thought behind the motifs and all that. I'd probably go with the mild for this one.
All right, let's go to the next song. We got To Us. Hey, hey, it's a pre-release. They are from Pledis. The other two songs, Plot Twist and Oh My My. Hey, I like what To Us is doing. They are like... To me, they have that... You know how New Jeans has started this whole like relatability type thing, right?
I'm a school boy or girl.
I think for boy groups, this To Us group and maybe Boy Next Door are doing it the best, this relatability thing. Like, they look like young kids. The concept in here is high school kids, right?
Yes.
And it just kind of works, I think. It's very approachable. They're dancing their butts off. They look like they're dancing for their meals right now on some of these kids who they are trying so hard in the choreography, right? These kids are trying so hard. I think it all really is just compelling as a package.
Yes. No, I think something that I've always said this, and I'm glad that I see it more, is that I feel like a lot of younger groups rush into very mature, dark concepts. And I feel like there shouldn't really be a rush if they're very young, because you could also extend like a different concept, a different audience, and then switch later on. So I like that they're taking their time with it. They've had success with their previous title track that also had a very similar vibe, like very cool, youthful, like nothing super dramatic or dark about it at all. And I think that works. I don't know if it should be always like this, because I feel like once, twice, it's still fresh. It's still kind of new to the audience because they just debuted. But if they continue with that for all of their releases, I don't know if I would feel the same. But so far, I think this is a good call, especially for the summer, for like the summer end of school year, that type of vibe. I feel like that totally works.
I agree. This was a very fun song. I think I'm actually liking this a little more than the debut. Flows really well.
Whoa, okay.
Not that I don't like the first. I've come around on their debut a lot. This one I just feels like is on a constant groove that keeps on building. And like, one of the motifs in the song is like, they'll be like, we don't stop, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, no, we don't stop, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I feel like the decision to do that instead of doing like a traditional bridge or like a traditional anti-drop or whatever, like all of that I feel like worked really well to build a constant pace, and visually that matched really well because like they're like constantly running somewhere, they're driving somewhere, you know what I mean, they're constantly running around dancing, you know, get the idea. And I feel like I felt a good tempo, you know, like it felt like this would unironically this is the kind of song I would like run to, you know what I mean, like
good pace.
Yeah, like very good pace. Just keeps you energized. And the downside of that, the flip side of that, is it could come off as a single monotone, a bit flat of a song. Not flat as in sharp flat, but flat as in like, you know, dynamics. But I think in this case it works really well because it, you know, it's paced really well. It's very fast paced, and it doesn't really stop. And I like the way it flows. I think the vocals are really nice. But I think the music video is really what ties it together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I liked what they did. In the first half, they were like very clearly school kids, you know, high schoolers in what looks like Hong Kong or Busan. I don't know, somewhere, you know, like,
I was trying to figure out where this was filmed because a lot of the street signs were in English.
Were they? So I'm gonna guess it's like Singapore or Hong Kong or something.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Something like that.
That's cool.
And like they start with their normal life, you know, like Nichijou, you know, like your daily life, you know, in the school, you know, walking around the neighborhood, you know, checking out the aquarium after high school. And then eventually they fulfill their dreams and they get to the ocean, you know what I mean? Like they get on the bus.
Travel.
Yeah. And like I don't know, something about that felt very like it's an anime cliche at the end of the day, but like it works really well. It really does. You know, like there's always that like one guy in the teenage anime who's like, We gotta go to the ocean, guys. You know what I mean? Like that's
It's the beginning of summer.
guys, we have to go. Nicole.
Okay, I did a little snooping. This is in Hong
Yes.
Kong. It's in Hong Kong.
Got it.
Because you know how I found it?
How
I
did you find
looked up the company of the bus they were on.
Oh.
Oh.
I looked up City Bus logo and it's in Hong Kong.
Someone's got to play GeoGuessr now.
I was literally gonna say that. Yeah. This is from the Hong Kong.
But yeah, very pretty video
Overall,
too.
I think TWS, they feel very refreshing. They feel age appropriate, which is also good, right? They're not going too crazy. For a pre-release, I'm like, okay, I'm excited about TWS. I'm excited about the main release whenever it comes out. And they're following a plot twist, which I understand that they're from Pledis, but it kind of came out from nowhere how viral it went. It was like a top 3 song
It
on
did.
iChart for like months, right?
It did, yeah.
And people always say chat banami
well.
always. It comes out just in general. So they're following that up. I trust Pledis. They're doing a concept that's very different because you gotta think 17's doing Maestro right now. And then these kids are doing like a high school concept. So they very separated them, which I think is a great thing as well. So people don't just directly compare them, right?
Are you referring to something by that statement?
No, I'm just saying in general, a lot of these companies are now debuting multiple boy groups or multiple girl groups at a time now. And I think some companies are struggling to manage how to make the groups distinct from each other.
Yeah,
But a group
The
like-
identity.
Yeah.
the identities. But 17 and 12 completely different in my mind, which I think is great.
Also,
Very-
I feel like just the timing is very different too. Like it's been a long time.
Very, very unlike their girl group counterparts within the same label, same company, But that's all right. Overall, I think I'm pretty impressed,
I'm impressed.
Light
I like
spicy.
what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would
Light,
put this in spicy.
Yeah.
It's just a
Little
thing for
spicy?
me.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's move to the final track. We got Everglow with Zombie there from Yehua. Last 3 songs, Play, Pirate, and First. By the way, that first track came on 2021. That's how long it's been. That's how long it's taken. You remember that break between Pirate and Slay? It was so long. But at least now we got 2 songs somewhat close to each other, so we don't have to wait a gazillion years to hear Everglow.
Oh man.
We got the Zombie track.
What do you mean zombie track? It's called Zombie.
I was whelmed.
Oh, why?
Number one, as someone who likes Everglow and who might like some of their more campy stuff more than the average person, right? I think Pirate's hilarious and good, right? I have a good time. I'm a pirate,
Interesting track.
right?
Yeah.
I think it's fun, right?
Okay.
For me, my big problem with this track was just the progression of the energy of this track.
Yes.
I just
agree
feel like-
with this.
It started to go up, right? We started to do something, and I'm like, okay, there's gonna be an explosion. But instead, we got the ra-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm just
yeah.
it just killed everything for me. And then we just copied and pasted and repeated 2 more times. And then that was the track, and then we were done.
No, I think for me, I feel like that describes it very well how I felt too. I think I was just on the sound cues leading to the chorus. I didn't even realize we were at the chorus because it sounded like we were getting somewhere, building. It didn't feel like we had reached the peak yet. And then
Because yes,
and then we
everything
go
was
into
so
the
good
la-di-da-di
up until
part.
then. I was
Yeah,
so
no,
excited. I
it
was
was
like, oh,
good.
yeah. And then they go, I was like, God damn it. That's what I said.
So
Warren liked
Yeah.
it though. Warren liked the la-di-da-di-da part, I heard.
gonna do something I've never done and defend them. No.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Cause if I think about Everglow's music, it's not been really something that I lean into. I think they're
No,
based.
no.
I have always said my favorite song from Everglow has been Bong Bong
La-di-da.
Chocolat, and then
Momo chocolate.
Gumbo Chocolate is so
yeah,
good.
good fucking song, and then Adios, and then it's one of those songs. where,
Oh yeah, the Adios was amazing. I even like Dun Dun, dude. Oh, I like the Everglow tracks.
I would say this might be a top 3 for them for me.
Oh
Wow.
shit! Explain.
Okay,
Give
this
us
is
explanation.
very different from what they've done, but at the same
It
time
is.
within the realm of what they've done. You know what I mean? It's still at the end of the day, if you particularly the la di da di da part, that is very. It's very it's very bass heavy. It's still like electronic, different kind of EDM. Obviously, here we're leaning a little more industrial heavy here.
Horror elements as well.
A little bit
obviously.
too, yeah. And like I appreciate the development of sound. You know what I mean? Like it's not you can't keep doing this loud EDM banger shit over and over and over again.
Why?
You know what I
It's
mean?
fun.
Like,
It's fun.
It's not.
Everyone can make all the
Well,
club
a little
bangers.
bit.
We
Just
gotta-
a little bit
I'm
in the chorus.
a pirate. Yeah.
I think there was two options for them that would have made choice for me. One would be to go the techno route because techno is like one of the genres that's kind of popping off. You know, go into the old school dance music kind of thing, or you could mature your sound. You know, give us the flip side of what you've been doing, and this is I feel like what we're getting here because it's a lot slower. It's a lot more relaxed. It's a lot more chill. Is it the K-pop banger that's gonna be explosive and blow everybody out of the water? Probably not. I will give you that. I know this. I 100% expected you to not be. I expected you to not be super satisfied. But I think what they have, the package here, works really well. If you look past your expectations for a second, this actually is a pretty good package. The chorus, I think, really works well. It's not a chorus in the sense of explosion, but the chorus in the sense of asabi, or the chorus in the sense of, okay, this is our little thing, we're gonna move on to the verse. The verse works so fucking well. That guitar riff,
Okay.
the
Yes.
vocals.
Yes.
Oh my
the verses
god.
are very good.
Holy
verses are very good.
shit. They
think-
can fucking sing. Oh my god. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like that's the reason why I thought there was going to be a little bit more oomph to the chorus, because I did feel like the verses were kind of building to something, and also a lot of the sound bites and visual cues that we got were kind of intense, that I thought like, oh, this is the moment we're going to get something a little more, not necessarily like faster, like more hype, but like more impactful. I don't know. Like
Okay.
I don't know if that's the word.
they have the Inception bass. What more do you need?
So I would have agreed with Anita that if after the one girl's chest became a black hole, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, okay,
we
that
got
part.
sucked in there, and
Black
then we had a weird phone like horror thing where the bloody phone
Flatline.
segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it had given us one payoff, I would have said, fine, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
But we didn't get any payoff.
And then also like the screaming sound bites and like the zombie
I just
visual.
wanted one payoff. It didn't have to be every chorus, just one.
I'm gonna go ahead and say if there was a very explosive moment in the song per your payoff, that would have ruined the song for me. That would have killed it.
Really?
This song works because it doesn't do that. It's a very
Interesting.
It's their take on chill music. At the end of the day, you know, no need to
It's
do
an interesting
explosive
take.
work. And it works really well. That's what I'll say. You know what I mean? Now, I understand why Doug feels very dissatisfied with the little break, but I argue that's a problem with the break itself. You know, you didn't really need that. I'll be honest with you. Like, but
Okay.
They need some help though. Their first day album sales have dropped threefold since All My Girls. All My Girls sold 18K the first day. Zombies didn't sell 6.
we're not gonna talk about how they only sold 6,000 in the first day. Okay, we're not gonna do that. But what I will say is, creatively, I'm very much enjoying what they came out with. Visually,
I agree.
yeah.
Visually, this was an amazing music video. It was very
I
cool.
love this concept. I wanted
was
more
great.
of these
Yes.
zombies.
So they fucking sold it. They fucking purchased the meal and chewed on it, bit into it, and then digested it. It went down their throats. They did all that. It was great. It was amazing.
I saw someone else said if they had just released this in like October in the fall, it would have fit more. I heard someone saying that. You know, I could see that point as well.
Although I will admit, like, doing a horror thing in the summer is a very Korean thing to do, because like
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
yeah, because like if you think about the
It's
old
more
variety
common.
shows, they would always have like a horror special around like June, July, because like the idea is like you watch something scary, you get the chills, so you know what I mean, like
Or you're outside in the hot summer,
Right.
right? And then the
Yeah,
evil
yeah.
guys are lurking, right? Like, I get that.
It's the thing. in
Can we
anime,
get
I feel
can we get a Everglow Purple Kiss horror off at some point?
Ooh.
It'd be kind of cool.
They are similar in that way.
They are similar.
I like this a lot. Like visually, I'm getting notes.
I thought this was a very cool music video.
Yeah, like I very
some of
much
the effects
enjoyed
were cool.
The whiteout outfits, and then like I don't know, the whole black hole thing that kind of reminded me of Stranger Things for a little bit. Because of the room and
the hospital too.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a hospital in the show, but visually, yeah. And then there was an appropriate amount of, okay, now we're gonna stick them in actual K-pop outfits because I know that's what you're here to watch. And I was like, okay, I mean, like I understand, we got to do that too, and it works really well here. You know what I mean? Like,
maybe not a fast section or something, but could you have done with like a high note or something, Warren?
Yeah.
I think we could have added some vocal harmonies, like with high notes or something. I think they needed to change it up a tiny bit at the end. That's my overarching feeling, is that I just wanted something a little different.
I think the arrangement was a little different, but I will agree with you. Maybe like a background high note, like a
harmonizing high note or something. I don't know. Or maybe they could have distorted the vocals and make it super horror at the end or something.
Or like another layer of la di la or something. I don't know. I get the idea. I will agree with you there. You have convinced me. Thank you. But I still think this is a low spicy.
Oh,
I'll put this at a tingly. I thought all the songs were tingly this week. Nothing got me too crazy. Warren, you didn't give me the spice chart. You got like 5 minutes before we're gonna need it as well.
I'll go do it right now.
In other releases this week, Han Sung-woo released Blooming. Candy Shop released Don't Cry. Jungkook from BTS, I know he's in the military, but he pre-recorded a track for the 2024 Festa called Never Let Go. There's no music video, but you can listen to the song. Ghost 9 released Awesome Day. Infinite released like a fan song called Flower. And Signature released Pung Dung as the track they released.
Pung
Dong. Okay. Pung Dong.
Like dung, like the poop that comes out of your butt.
Okay, cool, Warren. We needed to know that.
I got you.
Spice King. Last week, episode 284. New Jeans, House Sweet picked up its second crown. Eligible for the Hall of Spice this week, by the way. Second place, Kepler, Shooting Star. Third place, Eve, Loop featuring Lil Cherry. The new candidates are the 3 songs we covered this week. Bad Villain, To Us, Hey Hey, Everglow, Zombie. My chart is as follows. Kepler, Shooting Star, first place.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
It's still my favorite track. Second place.
Nice.
Espa Armageddon.
Ooh.
So listen to that one. And in third place, I have New Jeans House Sweet. I'll give it to New Jeans there.
Okay. I'll take it.
That's what I tried.
That's okay because I'll make up for it. I'm putting New Jeans in first place once again. How sweet.
Oh, wow.
I just really like the live stages. The choreo is so cool. The foot slide is so nice.
If you like New Jeans, they had a 4-member, other than Haein, who's injured right now. They appeared on Il Bakil, all 4 girls, for most of the episode this past week.
Nice.
So if you want to go watch them hang out with some ajashis, that's the show to go watch it on.
That's an interesting way to put it.
Also, Nine News leaving that show, by the way. Just wanted to point that out. Okay.
That's
what's in second? What's in second?
It's Loop.
Whoa.
Eve?
Loop is on Loop for you? Wow.
Yeah.
Eve Loop?
Wow.
I mean, fun fact, my chart has not changed actually, because third place Artemis.
Oh, that's lame.
Spoiler alert.
How's it not change?
Artemis? Bro, have your eyes recovered yet from that shit?
Yes, I have opened my third eye actually after that video.
Oh shit, Anita!
No!
Oh shit, okay.
Anita, congrats on joining the cult.
Yes.
Oh shit.
I don't know. Okay, honestly, those 2 tracks have been like on and off, like, because I feel like they have a kind of a similar vibe, but I like it. It's like an alt pop sound. I'm liking the girl groups throwing that in.
Okay.
It's nice. I like this. Same thing as last week, so.
Okay. All right, I sent you the link. I sent you the results.
I got it.
All right. Okay. Well, I agree. New Jeans. I think I like their music a lot. I don't think I need to comment too much on that. I do think this is one of their weaker songs, but at the same time, Personally, my bar for them is so high. Where like, not really great for them, really fucking good still. First place.
Oh shit.
There we go.
I don't know if this is gonna be a shocker. It might be. Zombie second place.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay.
I think it's a good song. I don't know what else to
You
say.
did like it, yes.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty well-made song. I understand it's not the explosive Everglow banger that typically people expect, and I understand why it's probably not going to do well in that aspect. Which makes me question, why the fuck would you release this? I guess cause it's not like they get a lot of comebacks. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's a business move. As a business move, I have questions. As an artistic, creative idea, I don't hate it. I dig it. Second place.
That's fair. I like your assessment of that. Yeah.
Cool. Third place. I have also opened my third eyes.
What?
You may now call me Chunjinban of Dragon Ball. I have Artemis on third place.
Wow.
I think I will admit, I go back and forth between Shooting Star and then the and Virtual Angel a lot, because I think both songs are really good.
Yeah.
I think the big appeal of Shooting Star is the vocal section, especially in the first half of the chorus where like it cuts down to Xiaoting's chorus vocals, and I think that's really cool. But I think the rest of the song, that Virtual Angel song is just a solid, good ass track. Visually, I have questions. Yes,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. Open your eye, dog. Wake up from the dream. You are in a coma. Wake up. Your loved ones are waiting for you. Doug.
All right. What? SojuTalk Nation and the Gochu Gang voted this week. In third place, they had Badvillian with Badvillian, 32 points.
Nice.
Wow.
Second place, they have New Jeans House Suite with 44.
Oh, nice.
And in first place,
Very
Kepler
nice.
Shooting Star with 62.
Oh, nice.
So a big
Nice,
gap
nice,
there.
nice.
Still a good song.
As a result, we have a tie for third place this week.
Oh.
Espa Armageddon because of my second place vote, and Everglow Zombie because of Warren's second place vote.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yo, fake fans, Everglow, let's go.
Second place, we have Kepler Shooting Star with 10 points via my first place and the SojuTalk Nation Gochu Gang first place. And in first place, picking up its third crown, entering the Hall of Spice with
Yes.
14 points. New Jeans House Suite.
Yes.
Hall of Spice class of 2024 now includes NMIX Dash, La Seraphim Easy, Chunga Ini Mini featuring AT Songjun, Islet Magnetic, Rise Impossible, New Jeans House Suite.
That's a good lineup of songs.
That's a good
Good
list.
lineup.
That's a good list.
Finally, we're at show winners. Anita, hit us with them.
Yes. Talking about New Jeans, they also won on Show Music Core with Hot Sweet. So they have 3 total wins so far with this one. And then we also have Espa with Armageddon. They won on Show Champion and M Countdown. So 2 wins for them. And then lastly, you have ATs with Work. They won on the show and Music Bank. So 2 wins as well.
All right. That ends part 1. So just like episode 285. We'll be back after a short break. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, SojuTalk Nation. This is Anita here with a quick PSA. If you would like to support SojuTalk Kpop Podcast, please like, subscribe, or follow us on whatever platform you're using. And consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/SojuTalk or donating to us at paypal.me/SojuTalk. On behalf of the crew and myself, thank you. Now back to our regularly scheduled episode.
All right, we are back at it. Part 2, so just like episode 285. Okay. The first 3 topics are all kind of lawsuit related, so bear with us. The first one, probably the biggest one that came out this week, is IMB 100, home to EXO, Chen, Baekhyun, and Schumann, CBX. they held a press conference today addressing their issues with SM Entertainment with plans to file a formal complaint. They are protesting specifically against the clause which would force them to give 10% of their earnings from their individual activities to SM. So that is the main thing they're angry about. I'm gonna then talk about SM's response to this, and then I'll go over exactly what the issue is.
Okay.
So SM Entertainment, they went ahead and they have legal action against them. So CBX was saying, all right, we're gonna complain, but SM's like, no, F that. We're gonna have legal action against you. Quote, we will not tolerate CBX's side behavior of repeatedly stating that the exclusive contract and agreement are invalid and will hold them accountable through court. So let's figure out what exactly is going on now. I have my famous highlight. Look how long this shit is that I had to read.
Here we go.
Let's try to go through this. It all went away.
Shout out to TMI Kpop.
Oh, no.
Oh no! Your adaptations. Do you want to pause the show?
I would have to redo it. So we're just gonna do it live.
All right.
Okay.
God damn it.
Shout out to TMI Kpop.
First thing, their company IMB 100 held a press conference today regarding CBX's conflict with SM. At the press conference were like giant people. The chairman of the company. He's the chairman of the parent company of Big Planet Made Million Market, IMB 100. So this guy is a top dog representing them. At this press conference, Chairman Cha denied any tampering, stating that she and MC Mong were like family with Baekhyun and that he came to them for advice. So this is in reference to SM, like half a year ago, complained that people like MC Mong and his cohorts were tampering with the CBX guys, trying to get them to throw out SM, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
So basically they were saying, hey, CBX, if you join Big Planet Made, we're going to sue you guys to hell, right? Is more or less what they were claiming. Then in response, CBX was like, no, Baekhyun's going to make his own company. We're just going to join that one. And then SM withdrew the complaint, right? But after they withdrew the complaint, Baekhyun's company ended up joining the Big Planet Made umbrella. So that's why SM is pissed about this, right? SM's like, you guys said there was no tampering, but clearly there is, because your company just became a sub-label under the parent company of Big Planet Made.
Tampering though, if they're already friends, like if
I don't know, but that's why SM's pissed about this whole thing, right? Yeah. So now let's get into the specifics. CEO Kim stated that CBX was pressured into signing a renewal agreement with SM Entertainment. They gave up large advances and still have not received any down payment / advance for their renewal agreement. So, in specific, SM contacted CBX in late 2022 to sign a 5-year renewal to their contract. So, if y'all remember, the three artists signed exclusive contracts in June 2010 and May 2021 with SM, and their contract period was a ridiculous 12 to 13 years at the time.
Yes.
So this was before the 7-year contract became the standard, right?
Right.
So basically, back in 2010, the CBX guys signed 12 to 13-year contracts. Once that was coming in 2022, they were going to end soon. SM wanted them to sign new 5-year renewals, right?
Okay, an extension.
An extension. So SM wanted the members to sign up for another 5 years, so it would be a total of 17 to 18 years under SM Entertainment. Baekhyun specifically requested contract modifications. He did this 8 times. He's like, SM, if I'm going to sign, I need you to change the contract. And pretty much they said SM barely responded. Instead, SM was pressuring him and cajoling him into signing the contract. They said that he had to sign so the other members could receive their money and that he could cancel his contract any time before it commenced. So they're like, we need you to sign this provisionally or else no one's going to get any money. So they were pressuring him into doing that, right? And reportedly, this was all going on while he was enlisted in the military.
Oh, great timing.
That's terrible.
Yeah. One of the key points is that Baekhyun said, I will sign with the company if you lower the amount of money that you give to our distributor, Kakao Entertainment, Kakao, from 20% to 5.5%. So he said, I will sign this new contract if you essentially give less money to Kakao so that we can get more money.
Okay. Interesting
And he has more or less stated that SM failed to keep this promise. They state that they have Kakao talks or conversations between them and SM that should be kind of, they're saying that should kind of serve as like the proof of this, right? And then the screenshots show that Baekhyun's representation and SM's representation talked, and that someone would need to then distribute all of their stuff, and that Kakao charges affiliates as such as SM, they could charge them as low as 5.5%. And then they said that SM would offer that to CBX. So they're saying the best rate we can get with Kakao is 5.5%, and we'll give you that rate, right?
Wait, isn't that... I'm a little confused. Isn't that good? Wasn't 5.5% the demand that CBX demanded for?
Yes, so that's basically Baekhyun is saying, I signed the contract because they said they would give us 5.5%, and they haven't.
Okay.
That's why he's pissed off.
This was the evidence that they would lower the rate from 20
to lower the rate, and additionally, they actually agreed to pay 10% of all revenue from their personal activities to SM because of this lower distribution fee.
I see.
So they more or less, this is the crux of this. They said, hey, SM, lower your thing from 20%. SM said, okay, we'll lower it from 10% to 5.5% as long as you agree to pay 10% of your individual earnings to us, right? So they signed that. Everything seemed hunky-dory, right?
Yeah.
But now CBX is saying, hey, they didn't lower it to 5.5%. Why should we have to give them 10% of our individual activity money? That's what's going on here.
Okay.
So that's what they said in the press conference. They assert that it's unfair for SM Entertainment to claim 10% of all revenue, such as album sales, concert revenue, advertising fee, etc. Additionally, their lawyers stated that the agreement with SM Entertainment will be canceled due to SM's failure to fulfill its promises, that distribution percentage, and that CBX will review possible criminal charges against SM and an FTC complaint.
Ooh.
That's rather strong. Look, I'm no legal professional here, and I know there's an attorney arguing here, but the failure of one party to uphold their side of the agreement does not necessarily mean the agreement is canceled. It just means that now there is a fine if they end up going to, court. That's essentially what happened with the Minaj and Hype situation. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And then lastly, they stated that CBX asked for their settlement data, so their money data, many times from SM, but SM refuses to give it to them on the basis that SM is telling them that if we give you your financial numbers, we're going to have to give you the numbers for other people too, and we don't want you to have those numbers.
That's fair. I understand the private layer of privacy needed there, but at the same time, you should be able to provide those numbers without...
How can it... Yeah.
Yeah,
how can it not be separate?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's get to the SM response now, right?
Okay.
They responded that CBX are trying to enjoy the benefits of the EXO name without living up to their promises and obligations.
Oh, this is a strong statement, yo.
Isn't that spicy?
Yo.
They also claim that SM, we don't have any authority to change distribution commission rates. So I don't know what you're talking about with that 20% to 5.5%. They also argue that MC Mong and Chairman Cha have engaged in tampering. So those are their claims. They said, number one, you're benefiting from being an EXO without even doing EXO. Number two, we don't even have the right to change this distribution commission rate that you want. And number three, you forming your own company was all tampering from these outside people.
Oh, okay.
Those are their claims.
Some strong claims. Now break it down, man.
SM Entertainment states that their exclusive contract with the CBX members is valid. They signed it, right? And that they are allowed to continue individual activities under an independent collaboration, so at their new company. But CBX did agree to pay that 10% of revenue of all that independent stuff to us, to SM Entertainment.
They did acknowledge that, CBX.
So they're basically saying, you guys signed the contract, you guys got to honor it. You signed 10% of your independent money away, you guys got to give it to us.
So then what happened with the distribution rates thing?
Yeah, that's the thing that I don't really know. But SM Entertainment said that, that 10% figure is kind of a normal precedented amount because that's the amount that we signed with the EXO Chinese members during their lawsuit. Therefore, it is precedent that it's a reasonable amount.
That's a terrible take.
I think that's a real shitty take.
That's a real fucking shitty take.
Doesn't
like-
say anything.
Yeah.
Just
they're like,
because they had other people under that little slave contract doesn't mean it's a great contract. You know what I mean? Like that's.
And they said, today it was proven that IMB 100 is not operated by CBX, but is instead a subsidiary of MC Mong and Chairman Cha. That's a take too, right? They're like, yeah, you guys aren't even running the company like you told us. You're having other people run it instead of you guys. They stated that they have no obligation to modify the existing exclusive contract, but did so in order to not disrupt the activities of EXO as a group. So this one's a little vague to me because they kind of acknowledged that they modified the contract to some extent, but they're not acknowledging that it went from 20% to 5.5%. So that's what they're gonna probably have to work through. And they also stated that we even paid the penalty fee for Baekhyun canceling some of his Japanese performances. So we're the good guys.
Interesting.
So more or less, this is gonna go to court. Did SM promise them to change that distribution percentage? Is that 10% fair? That's the sort of stuff they're gonna have to work through in court. But yeah, that's the situation.
That's I'm glad we got to where we got to. This was really difficult to keep up with. So, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 press releases that came out throughout the entire day. Each from SM and then from Chembexi. As well as, Big Planet Mate had one. MC Mong had one. MC Mong was like, I didn't do anything. They were like, I don't know anything, sir.
MC Mong's stance was like, I'm just friends with Baekhyun and he asked me for some advice.
Yeah, that was the advice. Yeah, that was the stance. He was like, I'm just a good friend. Same as Big Planet Made. SM legally might have a point.
That they signed the contract.
They signed up. Again, I am no legal professional, but what I will say, it sounds like what I'm seeing is they do have a point. You know what I mean? Like, lowering the distribution cut from 20% or 15% to 5.5%. That's not completely up to SM Entertainment. However, depending on what the contract said, it does sound like SM, at least at some point, promised to negotiate it, maybe down a little bit to 5.5%. So I think it kind of comes down to that. Like, is that in the contract? Is that not in the contract?
Exactly. Is it in the contract?
Yeah.
And if it is in the contract, did you not give them the money? Things like that. This is all going to be very black and white once they show the court the receipts.
Yeah, this one feels a lot more clear in terms of like what this is gonna. Yeah, this sounds like it's gonna come down to what the contract reads and what's gonna sound like.
And to be fair, if they signed the contract, like, unless the court finds the contract to be horrendous, they don't have any obligation to change it, from what it is.
I mean,
they did sign it.
I mean, if they did sign if the contract is really fucking shitty and terrible, then they'll be like, this is a fucking terrible contract. I'm gonna negate it. That has happened. You know what I mean? Like for instance, if Doug and if I decide to give away my life rights and I sign a slave contract with Doug, that, and then later I sue him for it. That's not going to hold up in court. So like that, there is a chance that kind of goes through, especially because that happens in Korea. But like, I mean,
But saying like the ruling with the Chinese members is the precedent seems just dirty. Does it not? That just seems dirty.
I guess it's a precedent, just a shitty fucking precedent. But hey,
So that means like those EXO dudes, like Luhan, who was making a shit ton of money while his contract was running out with SM, he had to give them 10% of the millions he was making in China. Apparently,
that's a lot of money.
Right? That's what they're saying.
What other choice could he have?
Yeah, apparently that he had to do that for a while.
Now, SM is now SM now has a record. They are now the only company that has contract lawsuits happened with all generations of K-pop boy groups before fourth generation. They have had contracts with HOT, conflicts with Super Junior, with TVXQ as well.
Yeah.
It did not happen to SHINee, but
Taemin left.
Taemin left, and
Individual.
rest in peace, Jonghyun.
Taemin is at Big Planet Made, so
Yeah.
I don't think SM like that company very much. So that is
No.
just, I'm gonna keep moving.
It's funny though, because they used to be a part of SM.
All right. B-Lift
this
Lab. They're the ones who have a formal complaint against Minijin in the courts right now.
Lawsuit,
Yeah.
formal lawsuit.
They released a 27-minute long video addressing
That's a long
Minijin
video.
plagiarism accusations.
Longer than the episode of anime.
This video was a lot of B-Lift staff, choreographers, people in their company, basically refuting the claims that ILIP plagiarized New Jeans. And then they also said, in fact, New Jeans was the one who was plagiarizing other people.
Oh my god. Okay.
And then they made some really spicy quotes and takes about this, and we're gonna go through some of them. Warren, you watched the video, you understand Korean.
I saw the video. I understand Korean. Yes. It's a terrible video.
Let me go through some of them ones that were people were talking about a lot. There was this one part,
Okay.
right? There was this one part
Okay.
where B-Lift Lab claims we did not copy New Jeans. We even had a document stating these are the groups we will not copy, and for the following reasons as to why we won't copy these groups.
Okay. Okay. That's a little strongly worded.
Okay.
Okay. I for context, I do not have background in brand design or branding or brand marketing. That is not my background at all. But I have participated in branding workshops, stuff like that at work. This reads to me like competitive analysis, right? Understanding who your competitors are, understanding the larger landscape of what your competitors are doing, how they have
can you
positioned
provide?
themselves, and figuring out where the empty market space is for them to fit into, figuring out where there is demand but no supply. That's what a lot of this comes down to. However, the statements they wrote down was a little
Kind of out there.
it's a little
Hey Warren, what was the first one in Korean, real quick? I'll link it for you.
뉴진스 뉴진스 10대지만 어른들의 상상 속 로망의 대상, which translates to New Jeans, teenagers that are also the subject of adults' idealized fantasies.
Yikes! Yikes! They're saying, yeah, we're not gonna copy New Jeans because they're just a group of teenagers that are kind of playing into what adults kind of fantasize about.
Which, if you see the amount of people that are New Jeans fans, but in their teens, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
All right, the second one. Why would they not copy Blackpink?
Well, they said their analysis on who Blackpink is, that Blackpink positioned themselves as the unattainable, completely perfect celebrities.
So they're saying we're not gonna copy Blackpink because their kids are too perfect. They're not realistic.
Yeah.
They're not realistic. Our kids are gonna have problems, have flaws, and be more relatable, more or less.
Sure.
And then why would they not copy IVE?
And for the statement of IVE, I do need to give the context that it sounds a lot more natural in Korean, but I couldn't think of more better translation. But they said, quote, that IVE positioned themselves as doll-like and princess-like subjects of admiration that anyone would envy. So I think they, but other than New Jeans, I think I understand what they're going for, right? Like Blackpink.
They're saying it seems like with Blackpink and IVE, they say we want our kids to be more relatable.
Right.
Is the main thing that I'm kind of getting from that.
The takeaway here is that Blackpink, according to B-Lift, they think Blackpink has positioned themselves as complete idealized stars IVE comes off as like really pretty girls who are, you know, luxury and whatnot. New Jeans comes off as a fantasy that old people like to dream about.
Interesting.
Honestly, I think even if they had this shit, why would you drag more groups into this? Yeah, at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's the takeaway of the entire fucking video, isn't it?
Okay,
Kind
so
of
they
ironic.
did that, and then oddly enough, YG's former creative director at the time of Blackpink responded to the comparison of New Jeans and Blackpink and wrote completely different
Okay.
in her Instagram story. So she's denying that. Number one, because like at certain point they just started to analyze New Jeans as a group, right? In this video, and they were saying, you're saying that Eyelid is the one plagiarizing New Jeans, but New Jeans pulling shit from all other groups. And then they started to highlight certain things. They started to pick specific dance moves that they say are copying from other groups. And the odd thing is, one of the ones they said that New Jeans, Ditto, is stealing from NMIX's Love Me Like This, even though Love Me Like This came out after Ditto.
So obviously this doesn't make any sense. But
No.
I feel the obligation to play the devil's advocate here, because I did for Minijin, I did for Hype, I gotta do it for B-Left here too, right? Because I think what the intention was, not that they were plagiarizing, but the intention was to argue that it is a common dance move. To argue that, hey, it's a move that everybody kind of does. It's a common dance move, it's a basic move that's a part of hip-hop basics. And look, if you go back to the other post real quick about the outfits with Blackpink, still got that, or did you close that tab? I think you closed it.
I hear you.
That one, yeah. The argument here was that, New Jeans argues that their outfits are completely unique. Look at their tennis skirts. Blackpink has been wearing tennis skirts since 2017. And I'm like, of course, because K-pop likes to use tennis skirts. Ever since the era of, I don't know, FX, because I don't know, Minijin directed that. So I think I see of it a little bit as continuation. It's not really, somebody copied off somebody. It's more so, it's been a wave of things that people do. And I don't think this is singled out into just New Jeans or just Blackpink or just Eyelid in this situation. Same goes for the choreo move. The choreographer in the video was saying stuff along the lines of, this specific move that was in the Coke ad that New Jeans did, everybody does that. You just shaking your hands around. Everybody does that. That's not fucking plagiarism. I think that's what they're going for. Mm-hmm. But what I cannot defend is pulling Blackpink and NMIX into this shit. I thought they didn't know who NMIX was. Remember when they tried to name their fandom Lily? Remember that was the thing?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought they didn't know NMIX. Yeah, I thought they forgot who JYP was. Clearly not. That's okay. That's all I'll say.
Overall, the internet, Korean and Western, shit all over this video. They said it was ridiculous. They said you're dragging all these other groups into this problem. You already are in court for it. So, like, did you really need to release a 27-minute video where they're taking content from online creators? They're taking content from online message boards and putting it in as if it's like their own stuff. It's kind of wild, is it not?
It's I think because of the lack of translation, we're just scratching the surface of how terrible this video is. It's very emotionally manipulative in terms of like how they're trying to draw themselves as victims and trying to draw Minijin as the villain. They had like villainous reality show music playing in the background whenever people show up. I think that was stupid. Another thing that was stupid was the hanbok part, because remember Minijin argued that there is a specific formula that one group is copying off of New Jeans regarding what they're wearing, and it's not just about the fact that they're wearing hanbok. It's the fact that the formula, the colorization, the color tones, that kind of thing, the way they were portrayed, that's very similar. That's an issue. That's what Minijin argued, and then to that belief that pulled out so many videos and images of other idols wearing hanbok. And I think that's really cool. That's a really good way to address your issues. If you didn't tamper with the evidence, which is what they did. They did go ahead and edit the hanbok images from other groups that they do not have any rights over. They changed the color tones of the images on the video. That would, I don't know, be faulty evidence for me. So terrible argument to make.
They were also like pulling fan-made content into their video, which is crazy to me that it wasn't in-house.
To me, honestly, that feels very unprofessional. Like relying on
sensational content that other people made about this issue, right?
There is
a media that is not verified, has been edited, that I don't know, it just does not, I don't think it's portraying the company the way it should be portrayed or how they want to, I think.
And like so much of the video was relying on shitty logical fallacies to hold up their argument. For example, they were like, oh, like so many of the top industry professionals worked on these on the release together. That's what makes Islet really special. Do you think they would have all said, let's copy New Jeans together? I'm like, no, but you had a lot of chefs in the kitchen. Nobody decides to copy anybody. You get influenced by them. You know, that's the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the argument of like, just because you had a lot of industry professionals doesn't stop you from doing one thing. You know what I mean? Like that, those two are completely unrelated things. I don't know. I'm sure someone will translate the entire video at some point. All I'm just saying is understanding Korean doesn't make any of this shit better. That's all I'll say. It's to me
overall. No, it's to you what?
To me, all it's communicating is that these folks, the CEO and the vice CEO of B-Lift, really have no idea what they're doing. They don't have they don't. I don't think they have any sense of the entertainment industry, creative industry. They are. The fact that this dropped at all is a complete pure nightmare, complete pure disaster, I would argue. And I understand, like, here's the thing. At least Minijin's like little press conference, at least that show was funny, or like at least like it made emotional sense. You know, I don't know what I'm supposed to get out of this. You know what I mean? Like it's.
And I was gonna say, I don't think that your response is very different than what a lot of people are thinking, because the comment sections on YouTube, everyone's just shitting on them, saying it's ridiculous. This video, the Korean netizens and the Western netizens says this video is horrible, like pretty in unison. They're saying you're dragging people into this problem for no reason. You're making people not like Islet because of the shitty video, right? Like. Yeah.
There was a fashion stylist who argued that the stylization of Islet was very unique, and it's made all the fashion enthusiasts very interested, and they started calling it Islet core. 아이 씨발 누가 Islet core라고 하냐고. You know what I mean? Like nobody says that. Like you know what I mean? Like nobody fucking says that. Shut the fuck up. That's stupid. You're just lying at this point. And to me, what really turns me off most when I watch anything that comes out of K-pop is when I see them kind of. Sometimes I feel like they look at us from a very condescending tone, as if we're little children that don't know how to review evidence. Yeah, I feel like sometimes they treat us like little kids that don't know how to read into evidence, that don't know how to evaluate arguments, and don't know what is good quality versus bad quality. This is prime example of them thinking that we're little children that don't know how to read into shit. I feel terrible for the artists that are under this company at the moment, because clearly the management has no idea what the fuck they're doing with this shit.
Okay.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. All right, let's keep going. We got one more lawsuit. Well, not one more thing, but they announced also this week that they filed complaints to the police against hundreds of vendors who made malicious comments towards Islet and Hypin.
Oh shit!
You know, they're gonna sue everyone who's talked shit. So Warren, watch your ass.
No.
Online community sites, music streaming sites, overseas social media channels, YouTube. Yeah, they're going after them. So good luck, Warren.
Wait, no, nothing was said against Islet. I think it's a lot of it is at fault for like the management. Like, how are they representing themselves? Warren, stop.
Just kidding.
So that happened, but then also Source Music, another arm of the Hype umbrella, pretty much announced the same exact thing, that they're going after everyone. And in an unprecedented move, Source Music restricted comments on all LE SSERAFIM social media accounts, including YouTube.
Ooh.
You cannot comment on any of their accounts anymore about Le Sserafim.
Oh.
Honestly, I don't know how this is gonna come off, but like if this is what they have to do to protect them, I think they should do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's sad though that it's this extreme.
I feel like this paints an even bigger target though. Like, maybe it's just me. And it kind of felt like it kind of led to this because, you know, some of the like people were talking shit about their singing and other issues that they have with the group. And then their company and including some of the members pushed back a little, right? And you know, if you kick the beehive online,
the bees gonna fly.
The bees are gonna get more angry, and then it just you know, it built from there, right? And that's why we're here now. So
I mean, here's the thing. I do want to go back to what Anita said. I think a lot of my criticism is towards the management, not towards the artists. The mental gymnastics some people go through to push this on to the artists. I don't know this, cause like haven't New Jeans and Le Sserafim, they've been getting along in the TikToks. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah. aespa, New Jeans.
Also, like, there was a story that Minji from New Jeans met up with Karina at some point.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then Karina gave her a bunch of like aespa stickers and promotional materials. And then Minji was apparently going around the high building and just like putting stickers on the walls for New Jeans. I mean, for aespa and stuff. Like, it's like Armageddon stickers and stuff were all over the high building. Because Minji went around putting them up.
I like friendly competition. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. It's not. Why are they so threatened by each? These companies are so threatened by each other. I don't get it. I guess this is another lawsuit thing. So know, Connect Entertainment, they're done.
Right.
Kang Daniel announced that like, yeah, Connect Entertainment's done because that guy stole the money from the company, more or less.
So sad.
Yeah, and I believe he's still in the military, so he's having to go through this while he's there.
It's a nightmare.
Oh, that is a lot of things to juggle on your plate.
Is he in the military? Let me look this up. Just to make sure.
Not too sure.
I think he is. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure he is. All right, so that's another thing. So, in more interesting news, G-Dragon is now a special professor at KAIST. He's going to teach undergrad and graduate students in the Department of Mechanical Engineering.
For what?
Giving lectures on leadership until June 2026. He's also set to give a speech at an event that happened at KAIST called Innovate Korea 2024.
Wow. Did not know this.
They were announcing this, so he got on stage to announce this at KAIST. And one of the guys who was hosting that thing, the event, was like, by the way, I know you're a professor now, but you're also a global musician and an artist. We're waiting for your music. Could you tell us a little bit about when it's coming out? And he was like, soon.
Dang. That's crazy.
Yeah, if you go to KAIST right now, G-Dragon might be your professor. Could you imagine?
Mechanical engineering.
Damn.
Interesting. Leadership.
I mean, I guess KAIST is a good school. You know, it's like
it's a good
Korea's
school.
MIT.
Yeah, so that happened apparently.
Yeah.
Next one. Icon Bobby made his enlistment today. So he went through basic military training, and then he's going to be a full-time reserve status because if you remember, he got married and had a kid in 2021. So they're gonna let him work from home. So he gets to live at home, but he has to go to work like a desk job in the military.
Okay.
That kind of makes sense, honestly. So there is that. Next thing. So another SM scandal.
I heard about this
SM
too.
Entertainment had to completely deny rumors surrounding Johnny, Haechan, and Heechul.
Heechul.
Essentially, okay, how specific do I want to get? Some Japanese accounts said that these SM guys were sleeping with fans who are hostesses in Japan. And that SM had to deny them, and they were able to prove that a lot of the photos of the evidence were fake. Yeah.
Okay.
So there were photos of like Hicho hanging out with some people, and they're like, look, he's hanging out with girls, woo. And then other people said, no, that's clearly a picture from Hicho at his friend's birthday party, because look, he's wearing the same thing, and the friend's wearing the same thing in the photo when it happened. So yeah.
So
They accused them of
Nasty
sleeping
stuff.
with hostesses in Japan who are also fans of them, and then SM's like, nah, it didn't happen.
some of the shit that comes out of Japanese media with like, oh look, this is a crazy scandal. It's like so stupid. Like this is. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
so that happened. So SM had to make a statement saying that they're like, as a result of their verification, nothing's true. It's a criminal act to seriously damage the artist's reputation, and they're gonna go after the people who were posting these rumors. Yeah.
I mean, hopefully. that would-
Let's get to actual cool news now.
Nice.
Lisa, comeback
Oh.
via her new company's
Ooh.
website.
Lalisa
So it's gonna
Monoba.
happen. The Monoball is gonna have a comeback, guys.
Nice.
That's exciting. I'm very excited for these Blackpink solo things,
I am
projects
too.
that are going to happen. I really want the Jennie one as well. That one is there. We're back to sad news though. Fantagio, which is a terrible company by the way, announced that Wakey Makey will share their final release in the form of the digital single Kansi Destiny.
Quincy
Coincidentally? Like coincidence? Coincidence? Coincidentally?
Destiny on June 12th. Essentially, Fantagio shelved them for 3 years, and they're like, I guess you guys could have a goodbye song.
I guess that's better than nothing.
I don't know, dude. Like, that's still shit, is it not?
Sad. Yeah, we were excited about this, and then it's a goodbye song.
All right. Well.
Yeah, they haven't released anything since like November 2021. So there's that. What a shit company. Just wanted to say that. Yeah.
Hey, that's valid.
Yeah. All right. Next one. FT Island is going to make their comeback on July 10th. First full album in 8 years.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Is it only 3 guys now?
Yeah, they're not the 3 guys.
Oh, no.
Because
Yeah.
I think one guy got caught in the burning sun thing.
Did yeah.
And then another guy, one of them like married Yulhee, you remember? And then he left the group too because he was having a kid, I believe. So something. Oh no! One of the current members is the guy who married Yulhee, and they had the 3 kids, and then they
The
divorced.
drummer, I think.
Yeah, because he needs, as the joke was, he needs to make the money for child support. Yeah, that was the joke. So that's why he's still in the group. So they're down to 3 guys. Yes.
Alright.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's happening there. KCON LA started. They announced the lineups. The first lineup announcement: Ace, BB, Craxy, EXMON, and Hypen, Isaac Hong, Nmix, P1 Harmony, Heyman, Hyorin, TWS, Zero Base One, and Zico.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting.
That was the first lineup. Second lineup, Apoki, which I think is like
That's the virtual,
virtual?
artist.
the virtual thing,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Boy Next Door, God. What? Is this right? All right, God, INI, Junsomi, Joyuri, Kepler, POW. I don't know this group. Me, I, and Stacy. So people were like, "Yo, there's like not that much star power," is what people were saying initially. But then they announced today, NCT 127 is also. Going to be there.
Oh, that was a little spicy.
Right.
Yeah, so they're adding some more big names as we go. So that's the lineup so far. Is it really God going to KCON?
That's crazy.
Watch only Park Jin Young pull up. It's just Junie.
Yeah, it's God. It's the God. They're gonna be there.
Wow.
I guess they want some of the LA old heads to show up, right?
Yo.
To this, so the parents who bring their kids to the convention will know people, right?
Something for all the generations.
Yeah, so that's the KCON LA lineups that got announced. Okay, XG announced North American dates for the world tour.
Nice.
Las Vegas, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Grand Prairie, Sugarland, Atlantic City, New York City, specifically in the Madison Square Garden Theater, and Chicago. Those are the actually. So I'm debating getting tickets. Like
Do it, Doug.
I
Go
did the
for it.
smart thing that I found out you could sign up for their fan club on a monthly basis. So I paid like $350 to get access to the tickets like 4 days early.
Nice.
Nice.
I think that I kind of feel bad because I'm kind of gaming the system because it's like you could pay for the premium, which is like $200 a year, or you could pay for the big monthly, which is like $20-$30 a month, and then here I am paying $4 a month for 1 month to get the tickets.
I mean, they want you to join the fan club. You know,
If
that's
you're
a
a
part
fan,
of the
you're a fan.
thing. Yeah, you're a fan.
I have the app now. I had to turn off the notifications because it was spamming so much at night while I was sleeping. So I had to turn off the notifications. But I have my code. The tickets go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Oh shit.
If I could get like a seated seat in an aisle because I'm old and I have a small bladder, like maybe I'll go. Like, and if it's cheap, so I'll look into that potentially.
Good luck.
Nice.
Also, they announced another thing. North America's bullshit. It's a U.S. tour. Let's be honest here.
That's true.
Next one, they announced the European legs. They're going to Manchester, London, Berlin, Paris, Dusseldorf, Brussels, and Amsterdam.
Ooh.
Okay.
That one will also be. I like how they also say Europe, UK, and Europe because of Brexit. They had to separate them. So that is something there as well.
I mean, like, they're not a part of the union. Aren't they still a part of Europe? Like, that's...
As a continent, yeah, but they made it real clear. UK and Europe, guys. They made it real clear here.
the kingdom and the union.
Next one. All right, what's going on here? Come on. You can do it. Let's see this one. Hyuna is having a tour, North America.
Ooh.
Cool.
She's also just going to she's going to Canada. All right, we have Dallas, Houston, New York, Toronto, Chicago, Los Angeles, Seattle, and Berkeley, California.
I mean,
hey, so if you go to UC Berkeley, Hyuna's just in town, dude. She's at the UC theater.
Wow.
Oh.
Could you imagine we're at
Crazy.
Michigan and it's like, Hyuna's coming to the Michigan theater. Could you imagine that? That'd be crazy.
Remember Loopy came to our
Loopy.
show thing?
We saw
Yeah.
Loopy.
Yeah. I
We
mean,
also
like,
had,
this could also be a US and Canada tour now that you mention it that way.
Yeah.
all right, let's keep going. Studio Pav announced there's going to be a Billy World Tour. This
Ooh.
is Grand America, November 15th to
Grand
December
America.
14th.
Sorry, what's Grand
Billy-
America?
I don't know. When we were at Michigan, the only big artist I remember coming to Ann Arbor was my freshman year. Lupe Fiasco came.
Wait, what?
When the show goes on, you remember that famous song
Yeah.
was popping off. He came to Ann Arbor my freshman year
Oh, wow, that's
of
crazy.
college,
Wow.
and he was at the Michigan Theater, which was kind of awesome.
Oh, speaking of, I think I saw Chris Rock yesterday.
Oh?
In New York, just walking around.
Yeah, I was at a coffee shop, and then I'm pretty confident that was him.
Wow.
Our entire group was like, yeah, I think that's Chris Rock, and everybody made a joke about getting slapped by Will Smith.
Dang.
In terms of celebrities I've seen in person, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Tim Allen and Cher at Disney separately.
Okay.
Saw Cher once. My sister got Cher's autograph.
Oh, wow.
We were at a
Wow.
She was at like Rainforest Cafe with her, like I don't know if it was her kid or her niece or nephew, but yeah, I saw them. I saw Shia LaBeouf, in New York City walking around. Like this was when he wasn't crazy.
Oh.
I saw him.
When he was normal.
Yeah, I've seen a couple other people. Those were the notable ones though.
You saw the wrestler dude at the toy convention.
Yeah, I saw MJF. He just made a comeback on AEW Wrestling. I saw him at the we saw Travi from Gym Class Heroes, and Warren didn't think it was him, and it was him.
I still
so I
don't
saw
know
that.
what that is, but okay.
Whatever.
I saw Polo the Red in Korea.
Okay, you saw someone. That's cool.
Anyways.
Yeah. So Billy coming Grand America tour, and then finally Extraordinary Heroes showcase in the U.S., Los Angeles and New York. That's it. So. You gotta go to a coast if you want to see Extraordinary Heroes showcase in New York. Warren and I one time almost went to the ITZY showcase in New York, but it was in a theater that was so deep into Brooklyn. We said nah. I think is what happened. Yeah, I remember that one.
Maybe next time.
All right. In terms of other music, next week we got 첫사랑, Trends, Wakey Makey, Borpogan 4. Juni, Sunmi, Twice Nyan, 17 Junghan, and Wonu are releasing something. Even, Rise, Wua, Primrose. A lot of people coming back next week.
Nice.
All right.
All right, that kind of ends the K-pop section of SojuTalk episode 285. After the break, we're going to be doing the Doug Fashion World Cup. We're running it back, apparently.
Yes.
So we'll see you guys then. 3, 2, 1.
And here's an extra special shout out to all of our Fiesta Patreons on patreon.com. Bagel, Charles, Cotton Ball, Ellie, Irv Tron, Gogu Mama, Honey Pools, Liam's Games and Toys, Luke Daniels, NJ Parks, South Texas Once, Siu Sumi. And thank you for joining SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. And special thanks to our Discord server mods: Jacob, K-Music Everyday, Koala, Max, No Bias Nuda, Tuggles, and Wolf297. Hi everybody. I'm now recording. I didn't tell you guys that I'm recording, but I am now. We're a state of nation, yeah?
Yeah, this is a non-K-pop thing, so if you wanted to listen to K-pop, we're done. We're doing weird stuff.
Goodbye.
So leave. Bye.
We're gonna talk about fashion today, cause eyelet core is a thing now. What's your favorite fashion trends right now? 2024 hottest new fashion fits of the fashion summer fits. What's your thing? What's your favorite item? What's in your bag? Tell me. Get ready with me.
And not in my bag, but I like the return of the baggy jeans.
Why jeans?
More relaxed.
Like me.
Fit. Are you wearing some? There you go.
I'm gonna be honest. Now
up?
that I'm old, I don't care about fashion. I care about
Comfort.
comfort and economy,
Utility.
utility, and what's comfortable, what's not. I just don't care about fashion at all.
That's why
Well, we're here to help.
we're here to help. I know deep down inside you care. So
I
here we go.
really don't, though. I really don't. I look at expensive clothing. I'm like, man, I could just put more money into my stock account. That's what I think when I look at expensive things.
Humor us, Doug. Humor us.
I'll humor you guys, though.
I pulled your face into the metaverse. I pulled out 16 of the hottest, coolest fashion trends of 2024 or 2023 or
Okay.
2022, because that's the last time we did the Fashion World Cup. We're gonna go through 16 outfits, different styles. We're gonna pick out what style works best for Doug.
You know what I do these days for clothing?
What's up?
I go on Uniqlo or other sites like Uniqlo.
Yeah.
I find the basics I like. I order one of them, of the basics. And then if I like it, I buy like 5 more of the same one.
No, cause I kind of vibe with that,
It's
cause
not wrong.
yeah. Okay, Doug, do you
Like,
have
if-
the
if I like-
Uniqlo
if
U
I-
Aerism T-shirt? Do you have this?
I have it in 6 colors, and I have about maybe 15 of them.
I have like 5 in black, 5 in white, like 5
Yeah, I
gray
have,
ones.
I have 5 in black. I wear them as work shirts, primarily,
Yeah,
because they're very polyestery, so they don't stain.
they're
like,
very
at all.
no, they stay, but they're very comfortable and they like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
dry
yeah.
up very
I have
quickly.
I have it in like 5 colors.
OGs remember back when it was $9.90, not $19.90 now. It's fucking double the price.
$9.90?
And I wear like the Aerism, like the comfort shorts. I have them in like 8 colors, just for them.
That's I don't know if you need 8 colors, but
Hey man. Yeah.
shout out to Uniqlo. Unfortunately, Uniqlo core is not one of the outfits for today.
That's fine.
Because I wanted to get something new for you. I wanted you to step outside your comfort zone in the
Yeah,
metaverse.
I'll vote as if the price didn't matter as well. I'll
We're
just
going
vote
to-
on look.
Right. For the sake of conversation, we're going to assume each outfit costs exactly $100. Shoe,
Oh, okay,
pants.
I'm okay with that.
shirt.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's a
We're-
steal.
We're sourcing from Temu and Shane. That's what we're doing. All right, we're gonna start with round 1. We have Grandpa Core Dog versus Bloke Core Dog.
Ooh.
I like one of these way more than the other one.
Grandpa core typically
okay.
refers to somebody that dresses like an eclectic grandpa. Bloke core refers to someone who likes to wear soccer jerseys and like you're from Manchester for some reason.
I own
Hence
a
the
lot of
bloke.
soccer jerseys, but I like the grandpa core more.
Ooh.
I feel like it's just different vibes, right? Like I feel like grandpa core is more polished look, and bloke core is more casual. But
Yeah, if you pull up in bloke core, I'm like fully expecting you to root for a specific soccer team, and like you to speak in a strong Manchester, for you Manchester accent, you know, like but like then again, you said you don't like wide pants, and they in this outfit.
I
both
do not
folks
like
are.
white pants like at all.
Both
Like,
folks are wearing very wide pants, you know. How do you feel?
you know
about
what?
that?
You know why I don't like white pants?
Why-
There's a
why not?
reason.
Why?
There's a reason.
Why?
I'm a hefty lad. I've been hefty lad most of my life,
Yeah.
but I have very skinny legs. Right?
Yeah.
oh,
Is probably the skinniest part of me. So I was like, if that's the skinniest part of me, why would I make my legs look big? That was my whole logic. You get what I'm saying?
But like, I feel like that creates balance. You know, it's like
yeah.
yeah.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's what is it? Like if it's something that you should avoid. I feel like it's okay to wear baggy clothes.
Also, in terms of soccer jersey, an aside, I generally buy one soccer jersey a year. And I've been buying a Korean jersey every year. So last year I bought a Sun jersey, right?
You're not gonna buy a United jersey?
I was gonna buy a Kim Min-jae jersey, but
Oh.
he shit the bed so bad that I'm thinking of buying a Wolverhampton Hwang Hee-chan jersey instead this year.
I low-key want a Wang Yi-chan jersey right now.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He had a good
Yeah.
year, so
He
I'm
had a good
debating
year.
this holiday season getting one of those instead of Kim Min-jae because he kind of shit the bed at Bayern this year.
Also as an Arsenal fan, I just refuse to buy a Tottenham kit. So yellow one, I will not complain.
But if I was gonna buy a Manchester jersey this year, I would buy a Kobe Mino. That's
Ooh.
what I would buy.
How does the United kit look like this? The United kit 294-25.
Bad.
That looks pretty Manchester.
We have a new shirt sponsor, I think. That's Snapdragon.
Wait. You guys were you guys always Adidas? Oh yeah, you guys were always Adidas. Snapdragon. All right. Well, I guess that's what it is. All right.
I like the grandpa core. I could go out and do my. I'm old now. I do a lot of daily activities. I go to Costco. I go to IKEA. Things like that. I think I look nice going to those type of stores in my grandpa core. If I show up in my bloke core, I feel like I'm not gonna get good service. You know?
Oh, I see.
I will admit, like, there's a whole section of the internet that thinks if you pull up in big clothes or like oversized clothing, they'll be like, "Oh, like, you look like you're homeless." Like they were saying that about New Jeans, like with their last comeback, and I was like,
what?
"That's a terrible take. It's the
I thought
worst."
it was cool.
But
But I
regardless
do
of how
see
I
the
feel,
appeal.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
of
definitely
Grandpa
see the
Core.
appeal. But I think I think for you, Grandpa Core works really well here. You know.
Mm.
All right. Doug likes to dress like an eclectic grandpa, so that's gonna move on to the next round. Round 2 of the round of 16, we have Y2K Doug versus Geek Chic Doug.
Here's the funniest thing. I inadvertently dressed Geek Chic Doug my entire time working in New York City because I'm someone who's always warm. I wore roll-ups and short sleeves the whole time.
Oh, nice.
Like
You were-
the whole time
you were-
I was there.
You were
It's
ahead
a
of the
classic
curve.
look.
And I was into watches at the time, like this one,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So I was wearing like straight. That was literally
nice
what I
watch.
look like every day
But-
when
but-
I was working in New York City.
But did you have the glasses though? You gotta have the glasses. That's a big part of
I
the
was
look.
wearing glasses at the time. for
Oh,
fashion,
okay,
too.
there you go.
This is literally what I was just like. And I had a shoulder bag too.
That's actually a picture of Doug.
I had a shoulder bag until I realized this doesn't hold enough shit. So I switched back to a regular backpack. Y2K is just ridiculous. I would never wear those gloves.
Bro, look at those fingerless gloves.
Oh
Honestly,
my God.
it's the gloves for me. Like that's the thing that
Makes
is,
it Y2K.
That's too
no,
much.
like I just don't agree with it. But
Like I like the. You know how they used to sell hoodies that have like a thumb hole.
Oh yeah.
yes,
Yeah, so your hands are warm. I could do that, but those gloves are too far.
I agree. I
Those
have
gloves.
hoodies that have the.
It's like, oh, That's why 2K Doug, he commutes to work on rollerblades or some bullshit like that, doesn't he? Or a mini skateboard, right?
Like an electric scooter or like
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Geek Chic looks good on you, man. I agree.
Geek Chic is nice.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go with
Geek Chic solves my problem is I could look like I could go to work, but I won't overheat because I hate long sleeve dress shirts. Absolutely hate them.
All right, Doug is gonna be chic. As a geek, he's gonna wear them square square glasses.
Tattoo.
Yeah, he's got a little tattoo on his arm about
Have you ever talked to your parents about prospectively getting tattoos? Like not a I'm going to get one, but like a if I did type conversation.
I don't think I ever have because I don't want any.
I'm not
like,
really into tattoos because I changed my mind too much that I'm not gonna like to look at the same thing for the rest of my life.
Same.
Yeah.
But I had conversations with my mom and I said, number one, my mom said, if you are an entertainer, like a singer or an athlete, my mom said, go ham, go nuts. My mom's like, if you play in the NBA or you're a UFC guy, you kind of have to have tattoos to be intimidating, you know? If you don't, it's like, what are you doing? And we all both agreed that if you were to ever get a tattoo, you should get a big ass tattoo. What's the point if you don't?
Like a back.
Like a back or a full arm or something.
Like a tiger.
Like imagine I'm in the Geek Chic and then one arm from the sleeve down is just a sleeve. Could you imagine? Like crazy shit.
At that point, I would argue that's not geek anymore. It's just fucking Yakuza chic.
Yeah, what? Okay, I got a question about tattoos in Korea. What is up with there's like pretentious, rich, young Korean men, Warren, who are just covered in Yakuza tattoos? What is up with that? I think they look so much like posers to me.
Like gangs? I mean, if you think they're posers, that's because you are right.
like I could understand like there are Korean gangsters and they get tattoos, but I see like there's these dudes in Korea who like act like they're gangsters and they get Yakuza tattoos, and I just think it looks really tacky.
Dang.
I don't think there's anything to explain, Doug.
Okay. Never mind. I like Geek Chic. Geek Chic, right?
Geek Chic.
Doug is going with the hottest trend of 2024.
God, I am not gonna whip out my old Von Dutch hat, dude. On the left, it's not happening.
I do
my
have
Ed Hardy T-shirt.
Okay,
it's not happening.
I do have a pair of Von Dutch socks that I got from like a pile of clothes my dad doesn't wear, and I wore it to West Village the other day, and some guy was like, "Yo, I like your socks," and I was like, "Thank you."
I have a Von Dutch. I got a Von Dutch like green and yellow hat, the trucker hat.
Oh boy, dude, Y2K all the way.
But we used it as one of our outfits in the tap dance. That was one of our outfits.
Dang.
For more context, this is typically what Geek Chic looks like. You see this vibe. It's gotta be the glasses and the
Well,
weird
if
tie.
Eugen and who's the other person in that first photo you posted?
Eugen and
yeah, well, if they gotta wear it, of course they look cool. You know, like, of course they look cool.
You could be cool too, cause Geek Chic Doug is moving on to the next round. As we progress to round 3 of the round of 16s, we have for our next matchup we have Workwear Doug versus Varsity Jacket Doug.
Oh.
I was literally Varsity Jacket Doug for like 10 years, guys. Right? At Michigan, that's literally how I dressed. Was it not? Was it not exactly how I dressed?
Jacket like that.
I wore Varsity Jacket with a button up, and I would wear like the Nike training pants on the bottom that were like, literally how I dressed back in the day.
Yeah.
This is literally how I dressed.
So that's why I feel like you should step out of your comfort zone, you know? Check out workwear, you know? Pull up in those Carhartts.
Getting some overalls, though. I've been debating.
Actually?
Get them.
Yeah, because, like, I work at a job that has a lot of manual labor, and I wanted to get, like, some kind of, like, how do I call it? Like, an apron or overall type thing going on. I've been debating it. You know how there's those Japanese dudes who wear, like, neutral tones, and then they wear like an apron, right? And they wear like a beanie, those type of guys.
Well, that's what we're looking at right here on the left.
Yeah. I was thinking of doing that kind of look as well.
I mean, here's the thing, like, if I were a Carhartt, and someone calls me a poser, I'll be like, okay, I mean, you might have a point, but like, you don't have an awesome job.
If I work Carhartt while working at a fishing store, that's not the weirdest thing ever.
No,
right?
it actually
it's
fits.
functional.
Yeah.
You have a use for all the double knee pants.
Because like I could put a box cutter, I could put my notepad, you know, my pen.
What am I gonna put? My Logitech mouse? bloody hell. Like,
I think as varsity jacket dog at my age, it's starting to become the point where like, yeah, I don't think you should wear varsity jacket.
Been out of school a little too long.
You know what I mean though? Like if you see like a 30-year-old, let's say someone who looks older than me, let's say you got like a 37-year-old in a varsity jacket look, I'm like, you know?
I mean, it doesn't look bad.
I mean, it comes off as I'm a big fan of this college that I have strong feelings for. You know, it doesn't necessarily come off as I'm cosplaying a high schooler or college student. You know,
I like workwear, Doug. Though that's better.
I agree. I think you should step out of your comfort zone, go for workwear.
How do you feel about the new baseball caps without the brim?
Baseball caps without the brim.
That's a trend now. It's a trend. It's also a meme. The Yankee without the brim is a meme right now.
The short beanies. What? The
No, they're literally like if I took this hat and I cut off the brim, more or less.
Yeah, no, they call them short beanies for whatever reason. I'm having trouble finding an example, but like they have a little hole with the straps too as well. You know what I mean?
I'll show you a more normal example of what I'm talking about. It's literally like a strap back without a brim.
Huh?
Yeah. These.
Yeah.
This one. Yeah, let me pull up the image.
It's becoming it's a sort of a trend right now, and Korea's starting to adopt it. And I know they're starting to adopt it because I was watching a Baek Jong-won cooking show, and one of their sponsors is this a hat company that makes those.
So, I would argue this trended about 4 years ago. It's no longer trendy.
That makes way more sense.
I agree. It looks tacky.
Yeah, and there's like a meme you could look up where this guy showed up in the Bronx with a Yankee hat with no brim. And it was like, this guy's wearing a Yankee no brim. You know, like it's a meme.
There was a word for it. I forget what it is. It's not a fisherman's beanie, but like it was like something beanie for whatever reason. It was stupid. It used to be popular in Japan, as in like as a form of American casual wear, but I mean here we are. All right, workwear, Doug moves on to the next round. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on to round 4 of the round of 16. On the left we have Carhartt Doug. On the right side we have
Yada
Yada Butler Doug. Are you guys familiar with the Yada?
I am aware of the song too and the dance and the thing.
Yo, they ended up on Show Champion. I was like, these guys made it. You know what I mean? Like,
has that like popped off outside of just like the Korea sphere? That meme.
I've started seeing like Westerners do that TikTok and like people in Japan do it too. It's kind of popped off in Japan. Yada.
I mean, yada is not gonna happen in general.
What? Why not?
Carhartt Dog. I've been debating getting some more Carhartt too, like that specific jacket because I'm a
jacket.
Yeah, because here's the reason. You know, I overheat all the time, right? I'm a warm guy. This Carhartt jacket, like I will wear that when it's freezing out, even though it's not that much heat insulation. You know, like that's an all-winter jacket for me here because it doesn't get too cold here.
Wow.
It's a nice jacket. It's also very trendy because like Timothée Chalamet wore it, and then it kind of popped off. And like vintage versions of it that were like released in the 90s that are like still in good quality, they're selling for like $500-$600. Like this is real hype for some reason. Which is why I think you should pull up in a full-on skinny suit, with those big shoe horse belts, glasses over your hair. Don't you agree? And look how beautiful Doug looks on the left, right over there. You know, next to Need More Cash.
That hair though.
That's what makes it the more beautiful. It's a Japanese look. Do you have something against Japanese culture?
I don't. It's just the hair.
That's how they dress, you know. Do you have a problem with the Japanese?
The actual meme is like the Tanaka guy, right? And the
so the guy on the left is Tanaka.
Need More Cash, right?
The guy on the right is Need More Cash, which is a TikToker. Yeah, and they came together to do a thing together. And here we are with this stupid song.
Hey, Carhartt, right, Anita?
Carhartt, yeah.
Really?
Carhartt looks like Itaewon Class version of the look, doesn't it not? Oxygen.
I could see it.
All right. Well, I think
The main thing is I'm not a fan of this. Like, I've never liked this New Balance trend that Warren likes. Like, I just don't like.
they're comfy.
New Balance?
I don't
You
like
like
New
New
Balance
Balance?
as a company. I don't wear it.
Oh, that's very sad. Cause I like New Balances. I have 3 pairs of
You know what?
Okay.
I think this year, let's say we're like 6 months into the year, more or less. We're like 150 days. I think I've worn Croc or Croc-esque shoes every single day this year.
I mean, if that's what you wear, like, what's the point?
I
Okay.
Even in
I will-
January?
I wear chef shoe Crocs to work. That's my work shoe. Like the ones with no holes on them,
Oh.
because I deal with water, right?
Yeah.
So I wear chef shoes every day.
See, I have Gore-Tex New Balances that are waterproof. 2002 Rs.
What am I looking at?
I mean, like, you don't need it, to be honest. Like, Gore-Tex is good for, like, mountain weather. Or you could pull up in a leather boot that goes all the way up to your knee, you know,
I wear
with the
I
butler
wear
suit.
basically I wear Crocs non-winter. In the winter I wear Timbs. It's literally me, dude.
0 to 100. 0 to 100.
Yeah, that's all I wear. I wear either Crocs or Timbs.
Okay, well, it sounds like we are no longer wearing the leather jeans that are very skin tight, and instead
No,
we're
dude.
wearing the Carhartt jackets.
How do you not like those leather jeans, like pleather jeans, things like that? You must get major swamp ass in them.
I heard like you get sweat rashes.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my.
Yeah.
That's even past swamp ass. Holy shit. Okay.
All right, Carhartt Doug moves on to the next round. Round 5, we have haven't showered in 3 days, Doug versus Gorpcore, Doug.
Oof.
On the
So
left.
I'm either mini Jin or I'm like Code Kunst, right? Is that who I am? You know, there's these.
Code Kunst does pull up in Gorpcore often. Gorpcore is like it's a fashionified mountain hiking outfit, like technical
more in
cargo
line with
pants,
Doug.
The problem is,
windbreakers, hiking
I
pants,
live in
hiking boots.
I live in the suburbs. If I wear Gorpcore, people think I'm gonna rob something. It doesn't not.
Maybe if
right?
it's not
like,
all black.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to wear black. It could be like an orange windbreaker, you know, like
yeah.
why don't we look this up? Yeah, Gorpcore.
Doesn't like ASAP Rocky.
Look at this.
Huh.
This guy's wearing ASAP is wearing Rocky's wearing an orange
Also, like Little Yachty wears a lot of this stuff.
he
right?
does.
I think.
He does.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Arcturx is the really big brand for Gorpcore, even though it's super expensive.
So this is a lot of like winter jackets, windbreakers, things like that.
It's very technical hiking core, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, it's remember Techwear, Doug?
Yes.
This is the realistic version of that a little
Yeah, I
bit.
like this way more
Yeah.
than that other shit you were showing me
No.
back in the day.
That being said, you could pull up in this outfit, you know, like on this it just kind of looks a little
Everything
silly.
is baggy jeans.
Look how
these
baggy,
days.
baggy.
Look how baggy those
jeans.
that left pair is. Holy shit.
So I mean, it is very functional.
Yeah, I've been watching Mount Everest documentaries lately. I think I could wear some cork.
Or you could pull up in LA Dodgers.
You want to know a morbid fact about Mount Everest?
Okay, sure.
There is a up-to-date Wikipedia page of everyone who dies on Mount Everest.
Well,
Oh
now I
my
gotta look
god.
it up.
It's
People
like
who
insane.
died on.
on Mount Everest and type wiki after it. There's literally an updated Wikipedia, and every year,
Oh my god.
it's like 6 to 10.
Oh my god. That's all.
Scroll all the way down to the recent one. Yeah, here we go. We're
Oh
starting in
my
1920s.
god.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Like Mount Everest, I have a big fascination, but I have no desire to climb it. I'm just very fascinated by the mountain itself.
Oh my.
Look,
Maybe
go
we
up.
should
That's
stop
this
people
year.
from climbing
That's
this.
this year.
Yo, my heart goes out to the Nepali citizen Binod
Well,
Babu.
the sad thing about the
Bhakti.
Nepali ones, most of them are Sherpas. So
Yeah,
were
I'm
just
sure they
paid
were
to work there.
working. Oh my god.
They were working.
Oh.
Like all these Mongolians and Nepalis and Indians, I'm sure that's what they are.
So I'm very big into Mount Everest lore. So I know it's one of those weird things that I'm very fascinated in that I know a lot about.
Dude, you should present to us on that sometime, you know? A bit of show and tell.
we had a shop customer
Show
come
and
in
tell.
this year and said he went to base camp, but he didn't have a desire to climb because he didn't want to die. But he went to base camp and saw it.
I
That's
wouldn't
fair.
want to die either, you know? It's not something I'm interested in at the moment. Why is there so many Wikipedia pages related to deaths in Mount
Oh
Everest?
yeah, yeah. Statistics about him too. You know.
Apparently,
counts. They have counts. You know.
All right.
There's Koreans. 11 of them.
11 Koreans, 12 Chinese, 17 UKers, 19 Japanese people, 21 United States folks, 24 Indians, and then 124 Nepalese.
Mount Everest is a great rabbit hole of YouTube to go down in at like 3 a.m, guys. You'll be watching it all night. It's very fascinating.
All right.
I'm okay.
Minhee Jin, look, disheveled. This is the base college look during exam season. Is it not?
Dang.
As we have a funny anecdote that one of our friends during college was studying at my house, and this individual wanted to get Italian food, and they looked at me and said, "Doug, what can I order that will ruin my body the most?" I remember that. That was a great story.
Oh man,
The answer was a large portion of chicken Alfredo was the answer to that question. Which is what they got, and they demolished it.
Did they have a good time with it? I actually didn't see them eating.
Yeah, but let's go with the Gorpcore, even though like that's rough, but yeah, Gorpcore. It's too black there in terms of the color palette. If we were wearing more normal colors or more gray, maybe.
I think at the end of the day, you're gonna smell a hell of a lot better if you shower every day, or showering once every 3 days. So yeah.
I mean, a lot of people in Gorpcore don't look like they shower too much either, to be fair.
but the technical fabric keeps on all the stink inside, you know.
Yeah. You just marinating in it.
All right, Formal Max on your own. Round 6, we have Cyborg Core Dog on the left
Wow.
versus Ballet Core Dog on the right. Ballet Core, as the name insinuates, is outfits inspired by ballet outfits. On the left is Cybercore.
Am I going to a rave or something?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, that's the kind of fit you're going for.
God. Cybercore is ridiculous.
It's like you're straight from Kwangya, you know? It's like you're straight from the metaverse.
Bro, I'd rather dress like a ballerino than Cybercore.
Really, though?
Yeah, dude. Ballerino. Straight up, this Cybercore is ridiculous, dude.
I mean, like, if they're both crazy, why not go for the crazier fit, you know? Like,
Cybercore is just like, what the F? Like, I don't know why people would dress like that. Like,
self-expression, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
What's the Korean word for attention seeker?
관종.
Oh, it feels like there's a little bit of that, but I respect it if you want to do that. Ballerino.
After you say all this, you say you respect.
That's more my home base. You know, I was in the dance world a long time
Oh,
ago.
that's true. Yeah. That's true. You dance.
I knew some ballerinos, dude. I was homies with some ballerinos back in the day.
Are the folks on the right, these two white folks, are those the folks you would hang out with during tap dance?
I would say not hang out with, but I met and was friends with a lot of them.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Are you
especially at competitions? Like my school didn't have too many guys, but other competitions, we would meet all these other dudes. You know, some of them were kind of ballerino-y. You know.
Are you comfortable sharing your belly button with the rest of the world as a daily outfit?
Oh no, showing chest is better than showing the V line on the left, dude. Let's be honest here. Am I wrong? I wrong? Like,
okay, that's fair. That's
like,
fair.
I'd rather wear a plunging V line than just show the V, dude. Come on.
Is it the V line on your neck or the V line in your legs?
It's because the shirt is cropped and then the jeans are low waist.
Low rise.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous, dude.
All right. I guess we're going with the ballet core.
Ballerino. No, that's the right answer. Is it not, Anita?
That makes sense.
These are actual trends, by the way. I didn't make any of this shit up.
Wow, I've never heard of these.
Yeah, but ballerino core, if you saw a guy, you'd be like, man, that guy got some style. If you saw the cybercore person, you'd be like,
okay. Ballet core Doug moves on to next round. Round 7, we have Oppenheimer Doug versus Temu core Doug.
Wait, is this a
What is
core?
this?
What is this?
Nah, these
Is this just like shitty outfits?
No. On the left you have Doug dressed up as Oppenheimer.
Yes,
on the
or
right
professor.
you have Doug dressed up in an outfit that roughly costs about $10 off of Temu. It is
okay.
I mean, to be fair, I love tie-dye shirts.
That's not tie-dye.
I own a lot of tie-dye shirts.
That's
because
an extreme, though.
I think they're just fun.
Let me try to find it again. It was like rainbow hologram sweatshirt or some shit. It was funny.
Is it like a pajama set? What is
No,
it?
no. They were selling it as like a long sleeve T-shirt, like or.
Dang.
You know how polyestery that shirt would be?
Oh, I heard it. I heard it feels awful on
yeah,
the hand.
of course.
Like, look at some of this beautiful clothing that they sell on Temu. Like, this
God.
is it.
Wow.
3D.
I've never used. I got a question. I've never
Wow,
used
my
Timo.
eyes.
Is it a scam?
I mean, okay. For full context, the image on the right is actually an image off of a recent broadcast of Chimchak Man, which is a Korean YouTuber. Because he bought all these clothes from Temu. And I was like, what's the worst that can happen? It's fucking $5, $10.
I feel like it also looks like you stepped out of Steve Aoki's closet a little bit on the right side.
I could see that.
I like the Oppenheimer look. It's a smart man who's a professor or something.
But that's a lot of outfit. That's a lot of effort to pull up in a suit, you know? The Temu core, you just
that
pull
much?
You just, dude, you gotta pull on belts. You got a
It's
tie,
piece.
a jacket.
Piece.
The Temu core, you pull up in the look at those beautiful golden sneakers, you know?
I
Oh
used to
my
have
God.
those. I used to have
Wait,
those.
seriously?
I have golden sneakers downstairs, dude.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Dude,
I
you'll
had
fit right in.
I had Adidas Jeremy Scott golden sneakers at one point.
You had those! Dude, you were the cool kid at school.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if you go on Temu and look up golden sneakers, look how much options you get. Like, all for under
Wow.
$30. This one looks like fucking fake on running. Hey, I think if you go for the Oppenheimer dog, you're gonna look like you're about to make a bomb.
A little too stuffy.
It
Let's
looks
go with
very
the Timu
stuffy.
core. It's more fun. That looks like fun pajamas.
You look like you're a person that's ready to have fun, you know?
Yeah, we're ready to have fun. Some
My
FU
eyes.
fun.
Anita, do you agree?
I guess.
I'm
It's
glad
lots
you
of
agree.
pollution.
Table core moves on to the next round. All right, round 8. We have Ken Doug versus Preppy Doug.
Oh.
Okay.
Ken obviously is dressed. Doug here is dressed as Ken of the
Such a funny
beloved
story.
movie Barbie. Preppy Doug is wearing polo Ralph Lauren, polo Ralph Lauren, and polo Ralph Lauren.
There was one point in freshman year of college, I bought like 15 Ralph Lauren polo shirts.
That's all. Why?
I own that one. No, the rugby shirts. The
Yeah.
rugby shirts.
Yes.
I own like 20 of them.
Why do you own that many? Why do you own so many of each?
And they're very expensive.
They are. I
They're
know because they
they're
want
like
one.
they're like $90 a pop.
It's not. Yeah, it's not the polo. It's not the table shoe we were looking at earlier.
I have the rugby shirts, dude. I own like a ton of them.
Bro, give me one. I want one.
They're super high
Buddy,
thread count, right?
did
They're
you-
very thick.
Did you see the price tag just now on Google? It was $153. Look at this
Yeah,
shit.
I
God.
own like I even have some big logo ones, the big horse logo ones.
Oh, this one comes with
Yeah.
the teddy bear.
Yeah, I have that. I have couple teddy bears too.
Oh my god. Why did you get that many?
Because back then it was not popular, and they were cheap. They were at the outlet, dude.
Oh man.
So I have a ton of
He
them,
was ahead of the trend.
and they are made out of the thickest material ever. It's so thick.
Yeah, they're very durable.
Alright,
Yeah.
well, you're about 13 years ahead of the trend, but rugbies are kind of in right now.
But everyone on my floor, in my freshman year, like we all had a ton of them. That's all we wore, were those.
I think I remember I had one. It wasn't Polo Ralph Lauren. It was a knockoff Korean brand, and I had one too. It's just,
I
Yeah.
probably have about 10 of them still in my closet upstairs. but
well, I don't
wear
really fit into the clothes from that many years ago, to be honest, because I got taller and I widened up a bit, but.
them. Well, once you go to college, a lot of people wear rugby shirts for some reason. It's a thing.
It's
a lot
a-
of bros do.
It's
A
a
lot of
very
bros do.
easy way to be like, I'm fashionable now, you know, like
Yeah.
But
You wear your Sperry's, you wear a rugby shirt, like
bro,
come
you
on.
dress like a
Oh.
frat boy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you also wear Vineyard Vines
Khakis?
and all that? You know.
Vineyard Vines?
Yeah,
what am
Vineyard
I wearing
Vines.
right now, dude?
There you go.
Oh man, that's the peak frat boy brand for me.
So Vineyard Vines, my nephew
Yeah.
has a whale related name from the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Does he? Okay,
I don't have to dox it, but he has a whale related name.
that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably just guess now. But this company's logo is a whale.
It is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I go to Florida, there's a Vineyard Vines outlet. I buy like 10 shirts. So I have like 20 Vineyard Vines t-shirts.
Okay, I have a quick question. I understand that if you like something, you should get multiples. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Why are the units 10s and 20s? Typically it's like 5 or 6. Do you do your laundry once a year?
No, I do my laundry often. I have to get the whole color scheme. I have like this from, if you ever see me wearing a t-shirt on the pod in the last like 2 years, it's a Vineyard Vines t-shirt, by the way.
What about your 20 Uniqlo U t-shirts, and then the 20
rugby shirts,
20 Polo Ralph Lauren rugby shirts?
If in my office right here, there's a stack of like 7 Vineyard Vines shirts I haven't worn yet that have the tags on them.
Are you like a rapper that buys a t-shirt, wears it once, throws it away? Like, is that what you do?
No, I'm a guy who I like these 4 shirts right now. So that's all I wear until they get ready. Then I start 4 new shirts.
Okay.
That's my style.
All right. I mean, I do that too, right? But like not to your degree. I don't think I own.
My family, if we like something, we just buy a shit ton of it on the spot.
Dang.
Okay.
Like for instance, I tried. There's a company called Dots Pretzels.
Now I gotta look that up. Dots Pretzels.
They're seasoned pretzels.
Okay,
Dots
wow.
Pretzels.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing some ads about them, and I saw them at Costco, and I was like, these look good. So
good?
I found them on sale at Target. I bought the pretzels. They were really good. The first day we got them, we ate some. We thought they were great. We ordered 6 more bags of them.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I mean, aren't they just pretzels?
And to be fair, these are the best These are the best like cheap pretzels I've had in my life. They're great.
But they're just pretzels. How good could pretzels be?
They're really good. They're really good. Cinnamon sugar and the honey mustard flavors are really good.
I don't think I even like cinnamon sugar or honey mustard on my pretzels.
Nah, man, it's so good.
How about the southwestern season?
We didn't get that one. We got the regular, we got honey mustard, and we got cinnamon sugar.
I don't think I want my pretzels sweet. I want it kind of.
No, you don't know what you're missing, man. But that's
you
like
never try like
that's just showing you what type of people we are at my house. If we like something, we buy a shit ton of it. That's just how we how we roll.
Okay.
And then we get sick of it and we never eat it again or never wear it again.
Oh no.
That's how we are.
Remember the pistachios that your family was into a while ago?
Yeah, salt and pepper pistachios. We don't eat them anymore.
Yeah, well, I got pistachios for the first time in a long time, and I was like, "Oh my god, these are the pistachios that Doug used to really rave about." And I have a
they were good.
They were good. They're
the
still
salt
good.
and pepper ones are fantastic.
They still are.
Yeah, we ate them for like 2 months straight, and then never again. That's how we roll.
Wow.
We do that with takeout too. If we're really into a takeout place, we'll order it every week for a while, and then never again, because we got sick of it.
On the left here, we have Doug dressed up in neon pink, neon green, some beautiful.
So we'll
90s.
choose Ken Doug if we get to hang out with Margaret Robbie. That's Margot Robbie. That's what we go pick Ken Doug.
Oh no, Preppy Doug takes the win. Then I can't. Margot Robbie's not a part of the outfit.
Steve.
This outfit is just ridiculous. Like the whole Barbie Ken line was absolutely ridiculous. Even though Preppy Doug, I would not dress like that. It's at least a functional look.
Wait, why wouldn't you dressed in a rugby shirt? You know, it's like a look.
You have the shirt.
You have the shirts.
I would dress in the Rugby Doug style, but I would not like cuff the slacks, wear the white sneakers.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, bro!
Hold the tote bag. Tie the sweater around the neck. No, hell no.
What's wrong with the tote bag? Everyone's got a tote bag. Give it the time.
I wear backpacks, dude. Backpacks and fanny packs. That's what I got.
All right. Well, are you choosing the tote bag Preppy Doug or fanny pack no Margot Robbie Ken Doug?
Preppy Doug. You know that Supreme what is it called? Fanny pack that I have, or the Supreme bag that I have?
Yeah. That was a while ago.
I still use it every single day. That has been the best.
Wow.
It's still held
that has
up?
been the best purchase I've ever bought. I've used it the last like 6 years, every single day. It's still perfect.
6 years, dude. No, it's been almost like 8-9 years now at this point.
Yeah, I still use it every single day.
Oh my god. I guess Supreme, their prices mean quality.
No, it's a different brand with Supreme on it. It's like an outdoor brand with Supreme
Oh, is it like is it a collab
It's a collab bag.
with who?
Some kind of outdoor company.
Like a Patagonia.
North Face?
North Face.
No.
Gramici?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Polo Ralph Lauren?
No. I don't
Barbie?
know what it is.
Urban Outfitters? Under Armour?
Not Irvin.
Adidas? Nike?
No,
Patagonia?
I might be able to find out if I go on my eBay account because I bought one from like one of my cousins
Oh, from your cousin.
back in the day.
You can tell us after the show. I think that's fine. I don't think that's really relevant.
Preppy Doug. Steve from Blue's Clues, Doug.
Oh wait, that's what he does look like. I just realized. All right, Doug. You down to be Blue's Clues?
Yep.
All right, Preppy Doug moved on to the next round. All right, we're now at the quarterfinals, so I think we can move along a little quickly. We have Ballycore versus Workwear Doug. I think Ballycore showing the extra skin really makes him look a lot more attractive, you know.
Oh, it's Cordura.
Cordora's not a brand.
Oh, it's not
It's like it's kind of like
fabric. It's a fabric.
yeah, it's kind of like Gore-Tex. It's like a patented.
Yeah, it's a Cordura fabric Supreme bag.
I mean, Cordora's good quality typically. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Workwear.
No, Ballycore shows. Look at all the skin you're
Workwear,
showing.
I
Now,
think.
deep V.
We're being realistic.
What's unrealistic about the
You know
Ballycore?
why
I do not
workwear
know.
is realistic? I do like duffel bags.
That's a tote bag, dude.
Is it a tote bag?
That's a tote bag. You just shot down tote bags and now you're calling a tote bag a fucking duffel bag.
That's a tote bag. That's not a duffel.
That's a tote bag.
I think that's a
I don't like
bag.
tote bags. I like duffel bags.
All right. Well, if you choose Ballycore, there's no bags at all. All right. Okay.
Yeah, workwear.
All right. Workwear, Doug. Next, move on to the next round. All right. Round 2. We have Preppy Doug versus Gorpcore Doug.
Oh.
Do you want to look like you're a rich IU student or a rich international student?
I feel like Gorpcore is more functional in a way.
It really is. You know, you're always
Yeah,
ready
well,
for whatever environment.
I wouldn't wear it in all black. I think Gorpcore is more functional.
Yeah.
All right.
You gotta imagine different color schemes.
Hey, you know my Herschel backpack?
Yeah.
I still use it every single day.
I still
nice.
use mine.
Yeah, the leather's kind of completely gotten to shit, but I still wear it.
What happened? I think my dad took mine.
Oh.
They were very popular at one point, not anymore. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they still look nice. Right. Gorpcore Doug. Pulls up to the next round. Round 3, we have Tamocore Doug versus Geek Chic Doug.
Geek chic.
Geek
I
chic.
want to look like a Mormon, dude. Geek chic.
All right, Mormon Doug moves on to the next round. Round 4, we have Grandpa Core Doug versus Carhartt Doug.
Oh, this is hard.
I'll be honest. I think Carhartt Doug is the most realistic and best fit out of all the fits.
I kind of agree.
Yeah.
Most realistic. I might even look like that later in the year.
Yeah.
Like buy one of those jackets.
Oh.
It's also very trendy.
There you
It's
go.
also very practical. You know, it also looks better the more it gets speed up. You know.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Carhartt. I'm a
Okay.
working
Get yourself
man's.
a Carhartt Detroit jacket. Carhartt Dog moves on to the next round. All right, semifinals. We have Carhartt Dog versus Gorpcore Dog. I'll go with Carhartt.
Ooh.
Carhartt.
Carhartt.
Okay.
But Anita likes the Gorpcore.
I think it's pretty cool.
Geek Chic Dog versus Workwear Dog.
Geek chic.
I would say Workwear actually. You know.
Really?
Yeah, it fits.
I guess I'm not a huge
it-
fan of overalls.
But like
to
it.
be
No, he
honest.
said he wanted to try it, and this is
No. Or if I
Oh.
don't wear overalls, Anita, imagine I'm wearing like
an
jeans
apron.
and an apron.
Oh, the apron
instead.
thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which that is a part
that
of
more
workwear, yeah.
functional.
Yeah, I like workwear. I'm all about function. What's more functional than workwear? Look at all the pockets. You know?
This is true. All right. Yeah.
Wear.
If you wear like those like these gray trousers, they're always gonna be itchy. You know, like it's never a comfortable look.
Especially ones made out of wool or something.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right. Workwear Dogs moves on to the final round. It is battling Carhartt Dog. We have two variations of workwear here.
Yeah, that's me, dude.
Fonts.
At my age and my lifestyle, this is literally the two looks that make the most sense.
I will be honest.
Carhartt.
I think Carhartt is a lot more casual. I think it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Realistically speaking, it'll probably be a little more expensive, but so is workwear in general. So I would say Carhartt.
I feel like Carhartt, you can dress it up a little bit more.
You really can.
You know, like you can be more versatile.
Timothy.
I don't know. I'm kind of into that, like, Japanese artisan look.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I know
right?
what you mean.
I'm kind of into that look lately.
Let me pull up some examples. You're talking about these guys right here.
Yeah,
like,
I'm kind of into that look, and
Oh,
he
looks
might
very
have
comfortable.
he might have an apron or something, right? Or he
Yeah.
works with wood or
Or
something.
pottery, ceramics.
Oh, look at these two folks right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do
I'm
look
into that
comfortable.
look these days.
Do you want to be as fashionable as this grandpa here?
Maybe.
All right. I mean, it is your outfit at the end of the day, so I'll leave it up to you, Doug.
Okay, realistically speaking, the right side has a higher probability of happening.
But like, I mean, what does your heart say?
Ideally, though, what would you want? What is
I was going for the vibe, right?
Yeah.
If I was going for the vibe, I would buy a Subaru Crosscheck, right? A Subaru 4-wheel drive car.
Okay.
And I'd be wearing a vest on the left side, you know?
Oh.
What?
Okay.
Wait, what?
Okay. Are you
I'm
choosing?
driving I think I'm choosing the workwear.
I think he is. Yeah.
Because I think the workwear is a lot of function.
It is very functional. I do think he has less room to be called a poser. I think a workwear Doug is a great
Although
choice.
all the fishermen I know look like the right side. All the fishermen I know.
That you are gonna be a poser is what I'm hearing.
All right, let's choose Carhartt. Carhartt's most likely. Most likely.
All right, Carhartt Doug
Nice.
takes the win. It is going to be the most recommended outfit for Doug in this year of fashion.
Yes.
Anita sounded like she wants Gorpcore, so next time I see
I might try it.
Next time I see you, you better be wearing those $800 Arcturus windbreaker jackets.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
All right. This has been SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. I am Doug. I'd like to thank Warren and Anita for joining me this week. Anita's gonna buy some Gorpcore. Well, we'll see you guys next time, everyone. Bye.
Bye.